Salute to my Lawrence Tears fan. What it do? It's your man Subliminal 209, and this is Knicks After Party. What a week have we had? I mean, we was up high and then we was down low. I mean, we went to the draft and we moved back and we jumped out the draft. I mean, man, when I heard that 11th pick, Usman Dang, I almost jumped out the seat. I was like, yeah, we got the guy I wanted. And apparently, so did OKC. Because really, a lot of people ain't talking about it, though, because I felt like he had a high upside. He could have been like Paul George-ish, had the nice tight handles. And OKC gave up 3 first-round picks for him. So they must see the same thing that I saw. So we all know the story. I mean, we jumped out the 11th pick. We got Trevor Keels with the 42 pick. I was like, he wasn't really on my board. To me, I feel like Trevor Keels is another Deuce McBride, kind of similar style, similar frame, just a little bit better on the offensive end as Deuce McBride, but Deuce McBride got that dog on the defensive end, you know what I'm saying, just get up in your chest. I feel like Deuce got the upper hand as far as the defensive end on that side. So I wasn't really too thrilled with that, especially with there's other guys on the board. We had Ismail Kamagate, kind of who I wanted. What it do, Culley? All right, my boy Culley will be in a minute. So yeah, there's guys like Kamagate was on the board. I felt like he's a Nerlens Noel prototype, same body frame, guarded perimeter, blocks. There was guys like Kendall Brown was still on the board. We could have snatched up. I compared him someone similar to Obi Toppin. I mean, there is different directions we could have went with. I mean, do we really need another carbon copy? The Knicks front office, they love those carbon copies. They love those rim protectors, the same type of rim protectors. We never get like a stretch 5, someone who get lighted up from the outside. And I feel like this guy's, pretty similar to another Deuce McBride instead of having a facilitator or going a different route. But that's kind of where I was at that time, just up and then really low. As a lot of us, we were kind of scratching our heads trying to figure out what is this front office doing. I mean, but at the end of the day, now we're seeing light at the end of the tunnel. You know what I'm saying? Like they're trying to, rewrite their wrongs and those mistakes that they made and trading in those veterans and getting rid of Thibodeau's, Swiss Army knife, his favorite player when D Rose isn't available. You know what I'm saying? Like he got rid of Burks. And I like Burks personally as a 3, but what I'm saying, he was just in front of a lot of people, a lot of young players' development. You know what I'm saying? He was just throwing everybody off as far as playing out of position. So now that you got our future point guard, what I'm saying, Brunson, everybody can kind of just fall in line to their own in their own traditional spot. The 2s go back to the 2s, the 3s go back to the 3s, and then so forth and so forth and whatnot. So let me salute some cats in the chat. I appreciate you here rocking with us tonight. We got Miss Geraldine McIver, we got Danny Landis, Eli M, we got Delano Stills Jr., Chef NYK, Mr. Ray, Quiet Money, White Falcon 44. What it do, fellas and lady? We got some more in the building. We got Eddie C, Jeremy Maynard. Sorry, I messed that up, but I appreciate you rocking with us tonight. Today was a big day. I mean, we never get free agents like top free agents. Not only did we get a good free agent, but we took him away from another team. You know what I'm saying? We snatched them away from what they were just in the conference finals. You know what I'm saying? Western Conference Finals. You know what I'm saying? They were maybe a piece for making it to the finals next year, and we snatched them up. You know what I'm saying? I've talked about them earlier this year. What it do, Culley?
Yeah. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm all hyped now. I was talking about the draft, and now I'm all hyped talking about Brunson. You're
hyped talking about the draft?
No, I was down talking about the draft, but now I'm hyped talking about Brunson. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because the last time we had our show was the day of the draft. So we didn't talk too much about it. I mean, we really didn't know what was going on at the time. We're like, what? All these guys on the board, and we didn't get not nothing, like nobody.
Right.
So, now it's like I said, the light at the end of the tunnel. So how do you feel about that? Or take me back to how you felt that day.
The day of the draft?
Yeah, the day of the draft.
Like crap, man. I was just confused. I was confused. I mean, then it's easy to know what it's for. It's to clear cap. That's how Leon Rose goes about it. Last year they traded back to do it. This year they traded completely out of it. Drafted in the second round. I don't care too much about second round picks. First round picks, I think we need any bit of talent we can get. We're not a championship team, man. We're far from it. We're at the bottom of the pit in the league. So I think we need everything we can pretty much get at this point. Everybody's talking about trade away. Oh, he did the right move. Yeah, okay. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm gonna be mad though if that pick that Usman Deng ends up being a Paul George.
Gotta watch him. That's what I said. Now you gotta keep a microscope on him, man. Because if he pans out good, we're gonna be biting ourselves for a long time. You know what I mean? Kicking ourselves. I'm sorry, but yeah. Pretty.
But if we contenders though, you know what I'm saying, and we making progress and we playoff, in the playoff contention every year. I mean, I ain't gonna be mad all the way unless, like I said, unless we miss out and he ends up being Paul George. But we just don't have the patience though. We Knicks fans, we don't have the patience. Tibbs don't have the patience, and that's what they kind of just had to steer the other way. And like, all right, let's get Tibbs his guys. He loves playing vets.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get rid of these old vets, bring in better, younger vets. You know what I'm saying? And instead of bringing the school bus on a field trip and having all these kids
chaperones.
Yep, all these kids. I was ready to get the permission slip signed. I was going to be a chaperone. I was ready to go along for the ride. But I'm down with this too, though. Like I mentioned, I've been high on Brunson since the trade deadline. We talked about it back then. This was February, January. Beginning of the year, we was talking about Brunson, and he's ready. He's ready for. I mean, he didn't take a meeting with the Heat. He didn't take a meeting, and that's another team that one piece away from making the finals. They made it to the finals a year before that and lost. They thought Lowry was going to be that missing piece, but he won it. He's way past his. He's over the hill. You know what I'm saying?
Brunson would have been a good addition for Heat. Man. If he played like how he played with Dallas, in big moments like that, he outplayed Donovan Mitchell, man. So there's a lot,
That's what I'm saying. Today's a big W for us. Like I feel like playing that Ice Cube song today was a good day. You know what I'm saying?
So I mean, before I get to that, I want to shout out guys in the chat. I didn't get to shout out.
Go ahead. Do your thing.
Money, Kareem Grant, salute. Wacko Brooklyn, salute. Mr. Ray, salute. I saw some guys. Geraldine, salute. Danny Lands, Eli, Chef, Delano, salute, man. Salute y'all. I didn't get to. Quiet, White Falcon, salute. But yes, no, Wacko, I do believe in. Okay, kids. No, Wacko. I like the kids. That's where you got me wrong, bro. I want the kids. That's why I'm mad we didn't draft the pick. I don't really care about Trevor Kills. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not really expecting much from him, so I'm not even gonna get. I wanted Usman Deng, man. I wanted us to draft. I do believe in the kids. I want us to go young, but I'm just. I don't know. I'm still worried about where this team is going. I mean, I know we made some signings today. You just touched on Hartenstein, so.
No, but I was gonna cut you off when he said, we want to go young. We still stayed young though, because Brunson's only 25 years old,
right?
And I'm sure that Hartenstein has to be around the same age too, because he's been in the league for 4 years. You know what I'm saying? And this was the year he gets his contract, but he's just bounced around a lot here and there. The Cavs, you know what I'm saying? The Clippers. There's like 4 teams that he's already played for. I didn't know too much about him until I started.
Was it Nuggets too? Nuggets. I think it was.
I have to look it up though, but I like his game though.
Nuggets with Jokic and Ball and yeah.
Yeah, he was then he was the backup to Zubac.
Right.
You know? But
no, he's solid, man. He reminds me of. I guess he reminds you of Marshall Plumlee too, right? Was it Mason Plumlee?
Yeah, he got some Mason Plumlee, definitely because he's athletic. You know what I'm saying he can move up and down the court. But I can see that a lot. I see some Joakim Noah in him. You know what I'm saying? Like I think he's a Tibbs guy, someone who could pass out the, you know what I'm saying, out from the charity stripe. You know what I'm saying? Someone who could see guys cutting. I think he averaged, I want to say 2.1 assists. That sounds about right. Something like that. I got to look it up though. But yeah, he had some assists on him, and he's a shot blocker as well. You know what I'm saying? And a rim runner. He could pop the three, but that's not something that you're looking for because he only attempted half per game. But it was, so it wasn't at a high clip, but it was the percentage like crazy at like 47%. But I'm taking that with a grain of salt because he didn't throw up too many. But
right.
But at the same time though, you got to respect that though. He's gonna look at the rim and he's gonna shoot a shot if it's available. He's not just gonna dribble handoff with his back at the basket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Without looking. Yeah, he's definitely a threat out there. He can take you out the bounce, catch, oops, unlike the other guy that we just traded.
Right.
And Noel.
So Jeremy Menard has a question. What does Hartenstein mean for Sims?
I know that's what I was getting. Or what does that mean to Mitch? I'm hoping we still sign Mitch.
Are we still paying Mitch or what is it? I know the Hartenstein is cheaper. It's a mid-level, ain't it? No.
It's 2 years, 16 milli, so 8 milli per year.
So does that mean did the Knicks see him as being more serviceable than?
Yeah, because he has, like I said, he's more of a threat on the offensive game, on the offensive end. You could run some offense through him. He can find cutters. You know what I'm saying? Like he's way far ahead than Sims is offensively. Defensively, I'm not too sure. I think maybe Sims has him as far as like perimeter defense being fundamentally sound. You know what I'm saying? Sliding your feet, boxing out. Because we know boxing out is people don't do that anymore. Like it's the lost cause. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm not too sure on that part. But he does, like I said, he does get 1.2 blocks per game. So he is that rim defender out there. So, I don't know. I just feel like maybe they weren't too comfortable with Sims running the second unit.
Mm-hmm.
But at 8 milli though, you can't be mad though. For me, I hope they let go of Taj though. You know what I'm saying? They better not bring Taj back. And if they do, it better be on a veteran minimum like.
Probably not, man. What was I gonna say? No, it just makes me wonder, man. Because I wonder. I know the Knicks are about clearing. It seems like that's the key word for the Knicks of cap space, cap. So it makes me wonder: are the Knicks all about cap space and not, sneaking out of paying Mitch because of they see Hartenstein as serviceable? One thing with Hartenstein, he got good attendance. He don't get hurt like that. Plays. Mitch doesn't have the most, he doesn't have the best attendance.
But have you seen the contracts going out for the centers right now? And it's like so Mobamba, what did Mobamba get paid? He got paid 21 milli for 2 years, which is 10.5.
Oh, they did sign him. So he re-signed.
They re-signed him. Like a lot of those teams re-signed their own guys, and that's what how I started off the whole show was we took. We basically took the girl from somebody else, somebody else. We snatched her up like, nah, she's coming over here. She's mine. You know what I'm saying? Like that's hard to do because a lot of players re-sign because they can get the bag, you know what I'm saying, with their own. And they know the system and they're comfortable with, like all the guys on the court, the locker room. So,
right.
So like I mentioned,
shit.
I feel like that if they do sign Mitch, everybody already has their guys. You know what I'm saying? Like the Pistons we already gave the Pistons what they wanted with Jalen Duren. You know what I'm saying? So they're good. They're good at center.
Right.
A lot of teams re-signed their guy. JaVale McGee, he actually went to Dallas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's been another name that's always thrown around. Let's just go get a JaVale McGee, with the veteran minimum. No, he went to a contender. You know what I'm saying? He went to a contender. No taxes in Texas, you know what I'm saying? good weather. You know what I'm saying? Got barbecue all day long. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so he signed for 20 milli for 3 years.
Right.
20 and some change. Almost 20 and some change. So it comes out to it comes out to almost like 6.8 million a year, because those kind of guys give those kind of teams discounts. Not the Knicks though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nah.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. I was just kind of getting at those types of things. So hopefully we could get Mitch back, because I don't know if you saw that they were going to give him 4 years, 60.
Yeah, 4 years, 60.
Yep, which is kind of on the high side. 15 milli per year is a lot. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
Would you do that?
4 years, 60?
Yeah.
For Mitch? Yeah, because I don't want to make it hard looking for a big, man. I don't want to make it harder than what it is, you know? I don't want the Knicks to be stressing. The priority was a point guard. And I also think it's a wings league. I think those were the priorities, or they should have been at least. You know, there's not a million Joel Embiids in the league. There's not a million Jokic's in the league. Having a good serviceable big is good though. That's a key piece. And I feel like if you could be resourceful and use the ones you have, then
Right. I like Mitch. I like what he brings to the table. You know what I'm saying? He's all heart and grit and grind and leaves it all on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Dies after the loose rock. You know what I'm saying? Cleans up the glass. But bringing in Brunson, a smaller guard like that, someone who likes to penetrate and get to the cup, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, sorry.
Do you feel like having a Mitch there kind of clogs up the paint and doesn't allow him to operate? Because we already have, Julius, we already have RJ, we already have those types of players that need the paint, you know what I'm saying, to kind of highlight their strengths, you know what I'm saying? So he'd be another one, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he's deadly in the pick and roll, though. Don't get me wrong, you know what I'm saying? He's deadly in the pick and roll, but do you think that signing Mitch to that 15 milli or is this guy that we just signed the starter and we run with Sims as the backup? What does that signing really mean? You know what I'm saying? You're muted. Culley. You're muted.
My bad. Yeah, I muted it because I had my phone. No, I mean, that's where, and that's where I say, this is where I say it starts with Tibbs. Does Tibbs value Hartenstein? Did Tibbs pick this guy? Because I looked at another reason why we signed him. It was analytics. It was analytics that was in his favor. So I know Tibbs is an analytics guy, and what was I gonna say? Would Tibbs value him more than a Mitch? That's my thing. Tibbs can be he's very particular. So we'll see. I just know he's very particular. That's about all I could give you. Analytics, and amongst other things. Let me see. Here it go. Yeah. So the analytics that I looked up, it said fun fact on Hartenstein, opponents only shot 47.5% on dunks and layups when he was on the floor. When he was the closest defender to the rim. Or when he was on ball defense. Yeah, so they said that's the second best figure in the NBA. That's what it says. This is what analytics shows. Yep. Okay. So, yeah. And it says Knicks front office, they signed an analytic beast like Hartenstein. So, analytics is another reason for the Knicks signings, especially in Hartenstein specifically. So,
that's what not just him though, but Brunson though, because Brunson's he was 71% at finishing at the cup. You know what I'm saying? Right. Something that a lot of the Knicks aren't good at. RJ's Randall.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
he's not that good at that, even though I like Cam, but he's not good. He hasn't been good at finishing at the rim.
I mean, he needs more time on the court to kind of just to figure that out. And that's another thing, by eliminating Burks, that opens up, that small forward spot for a Cam. And I'm hoping they don't get rid of Cam. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless it's a deal that you can't, pass up on, and you're bettering the team, then okay, I get it. But man, Cam just has so much upside, you know what I'm saying? And it's a contract year. If he wants to get that bag himself, right, this is a year to prove it. So I'm gonna roll the dice and keep Cam on the team, just because he brings that that athleticism. He can handle the rock. You always need a guy on the court that can just handle the rock. I'm saying he could get his own bucket. We all know what Cam. I'm saying what Cam could do. There's no reason
Yeah,
bringing that up.
He's been in. He's offered up being shopped around. Like it kind of spooks me out too. The only natural wing on the team.
Yes.
He hasn't even been given a chance, really. The only natural wing on the team is being shopped around. I mean, who are we? My thing is, are we replacing him? Is the thing. Are we replacing him with someone that could play the wing? I mean, that's just my only hope,
I just feel like Leon just kind of, is forcing Tibbs' hand by taking away Burks and like, nah, I brought you this kid. Let's see what he got. You know what I mean? Like, play him. In the limited time that he was out there, he showed you what he could do. He just needs more time on the court, But I want to get back to this Brunson thing. Like I mentioned, he was at that time he was a 56% field goal percent shooter, a 38% 3-point shooter. He was ranked second in the pick and roll. So that's another thing. If we're going to do more pick and roll, we need Mitch or whoever this
can set the pick and roll. That's what we
need.
We
need the center to actually set a real pick. Not just fake, just act like you're just going to be in that spot and take off.
Just roll.
And just roll. I mean, if we got this guy that's ranked second, we got to use him to his strengths. You know what I'm saying? But that's another thing with.
I think Tibbs is gonna like this guy. I just think I could see. That's what I think. If he doesn't like him, then hey, so be it. But I feel like
he's gonna love him. He's gonna love him. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like this is a Tibbs and Leon signing. Tibbs because of what he brings, and Leon because of the cap flexibility. He's a mid-level exception, and you just signed him for $16 million, right?
Which one, Hartenstein?
Yeah, Hartenstein. Yeah. I was talking about Hartenstein. I wasn't really talking about Brunson. No one else.
Okay.
No, because that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm thinking you signed him for $16 million. That's way less than West. That's like $40 million, about at least $40 million less than what you signed what you could sign Mitch for, and probably get more out of him than a Mitch.
Yeah, I don't know that much about the kid. I just watched a little bit of film previously to the show. But what I saw is there wasn't much not to like, except I'm not too sure on his like lateral movement on the defensive end. You know what I'm saying? His defensive IQ as far as peripherals and seeing guys cutting, his footwork. I know on the offensive end, I'm not worried about. But it's the defensive end. Can he guard the perimeter? Is he a defensive liability out there?
Right.
Is switchable if he gets switched onto a smaller wing opponent? Is he going to get put on skates? Those types of things. I know Mitch could hold his own out there, and recover and make the right play and get the block on the weak side. I'm not sure if this guy is that. If Tibbs is expecting that out of him, or what. So
yeah.
But the longer Mitch is out there, though, the lower his stock is. You know what I'm saying, and the less we get him for.
Yeah. One thing with Hartenstein, like he's an energy guy, so he's an energy big. From what I remember seeing him play, he's an energy big. He's serviceable and he's energetic, good in the pick and roll, and he's pretty good in the pick and roll. I will say that, pretty fundamental. But he can pass. He has other aspects of his game that are pretty solid. Chef had asked a question. Chef said, "Sub Culley, you think we come up with an offensive scheme to work with Brunson's game, get some more space and ball movement?" I'm
hoping that. I was thinking the same thing a while back. I hope that Tibbs changes his offense, you know what I'm saying, and kind of caters to his strengths, you know what I'm saying. It'd be a lot of horn sets he already runs anyways, opposite horns, like there's different kind of sets you could run with. It's not just pick and roll, I just think he'd thrive in all those different types of styles of play. It just, we pick up the pace offensively. There's no more just bringing the ball up and just waiting around, going ISO, passing it to Randall, letting him go one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? We're actually running plays with a traditional point guard that can set up the team, you know what I'm saying, and find players in their spots, wave them out their way when they're not in their spots, point them, facilitate orchestrate the offense. We finally have a point guard that can do all those things. And when it all fails, you know what I'm saying, he'll get his own bucket. Or when it's time to close, you know what I'm saying, we have our closer that's not afraid of the moment, So
right, like Eddie C said, Hartenstein will be utilized just like Noah. And that's what you mentioned to me earlier, right?
I said that earlier.
Yes, you said it to me earlier. So therefore, you might have an idea who maybe looked at the start. If that's the case, you have an idea.
That's what I'm saying. I just don't know. They could run him and keep Sims as the backup and just keep Taj just as emergency glass break when in case of emergency we need him. Just that type of style, which I'm okay with. That's the way it should be. There's no reason for Taj to be starting. There's no reason for Taj to be the second unit backup. No.
But yeah, to answer Chef question, my answer, I would say, yeah, I would hope Tibbs doesn't. I haven't seen him play guys to their strengths really, but I have seen it. Well, he did that with the Bulls. I think that's how Noah became Noah. Rose became Rose. He let them do what they do on offense. So possibly it depends. Tibbs is more of a guy like, well, if you run my plays right, we'll win. He's more of that kind of guy. He doesn't really make the adjustments. But I think having a point guard like Brunson anyway. Brunson brings a different, he brings a point guard element, as everybody knows. Everybody wanted a point guard, so he brings that type of element, like gets into the paint. He's either going to score or he's going to pass it. One of the other. He's pretty solid IQ type of guy. He's not a low IQ player.
He's high IQ.
High IQ, exactly. So he's a solid type of guy.
And he wants to smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like he came to New York wanting to smoke. He ain't ducking it. He ain't dodging it. Like he's ready for it. He's like, bring it.
He's battle tested. It's a solid pickup, man. I can't, like I said, he brings that point guard element of the game. Mavericks was. I didn't expect them to make it to the Western Conference Finals, and they did. And he, like you say, he didn't back down. He was tough in those finals. They went the distance with everybody. So I mean, I'm okay with that move. I'm okay with it. I wish we did get a draft pick, but I do want to. The next question I did want to get to with Sub, and I guess the rest of the chat. Where do we go from here now? I know we can't be finished. There's no way we're finished, and that's just free agency, and that's just it.
Well, I think right now is slim pickings right now for the free agency. Everybody pretty much signed with their own players. You know what I'm saying? Like Bradley Beal re-signed with Washington for a supermax.
$251 million. Oh my goodness.
I mean, how many of us wanted Bradley Beal?
I think
a lot, right? A lot. Like, were you willing to pay that much?
So wait, Kevin Knox? Yeah,
Kevin Knox signed with the Pistons.
Signed with the Pistons. Wow, Kevin Knox got a second. He did. I did see that he got to. That's what's up because he's a free agent too. Him, Miles Bridges, everybody in that draft class, free agents. Everybody and all the guys we should have drafted, of course. So that's good for Knox. Shout out to Kevin Knox. He got found on the team. Maybe they'll utilize him. They're pretty stacked over there, man. I would hate for Detroit to be better than us. I think
Kevin Knox is probably thinking, I'll just go to the worst team in the league and I'll get some run. No, Kevin Knox, they got a lot better. They drafted good. They brought in some good young players. You know what I'm saying? They got Burks. If you couldn't beat Burks out over here in New York, you're not beating Burks out over there in Detroit either. So
I can't wait to see it, man. I can't wait to see. Well, actually, I want to see Knox. Those are two guys outside of the Knicks that I'm going to pay attention to. Usman Deng and Knox. I'm going to pay attention to those guys heavy. Guys that are linked to the Knicks is the guys I'm going to watch. Hoodie Knox might show up. Yeah. He's on a perfect team to get unlocked. You're not the main focus. You got Jaden Ivey. You got Cade. You got guys in front. Of course, you got Sadiq Bey in front of him. I don't even know if Knox is likely coming off the bench, but they have a solid little team over there, man. They're trying to get Miles. They get Miles Bridges. Oh, man. I don't know if they're going to get him. Just because I know Miles Bridges got arrested, but does that stop? I mean, of course, it probably stops.
Not just arrested, it's domestic violence felony. That's big right there. It's not just,
Makes me think of NFL. And NFL guys still get picked up for domestic violence.
Yeah, but with the NFL, you have 11 players, offense, defense, and then special teams. So they got a bigger roster than a 15-man roster. on what I'm saying in the NBA. So it's like, all right, we'll bring you in, we'll take you to court. We'll see if anything sticks, and then if not, we'll keep you. But if we find out you're guilty, and we might have to catch you, or else it's not going to look good for our program.
Right. I guess it's not gonna be good to have here with the kids, right?
Yeah, but then you know how our front office is. They're like nothing but choir boys. You know what I'm saying? They're not bringing in guys that have bad character. We only sign guys with good character. We only draft guys with good character. So I feel like that ship has sailed for that reason. You know what I'm saying, like, they not willing to take a risk and make it look like, oh yeah, domestic violence. Oh, that's fine. We're not worried about that. We kind of promote that over here. So yeah, it's not a good look. Yeah.
Yep. And then I don't know if he re-signed with them, but you also have Mikal Bridges. I don't know if I don't know what's the story with him. The other Bridges, he might stay. I know he tweeted that he tweeted about Jalen Brunson.
I thought he signed a couple years ago for a good, nice deal with the Suns.
Mikal, or maybe he did. I thought I've seen that he was a restricted free agent. That that's what I saw.
No, because he was the Kevin Knox, wasn't he? No, was that the Frank Ntilikina? No, he was the Kevin Knox year. So, maybe he would have to get signed. It would have been a signing this year. So he would have been a restricted free agent because he was a first round lottery pick. So maybe he's a restricted. So they signed him.
That's what I saw. I mean, I saw that he was restricted. I mean,
yeah.
The team values him, but
I don't know. I'm not a Suns fan, so I really don't care about all
that. No, I mean, they just paid. D Book just got paid. Yeah. He got what's the name? He got extended, of course. So he has a home. I don't know. My thing is, hold on.
Even though I didn't want Mikal Bridges in the draft, though, I was like, we need a shooter, we need a wing. It only makes sense.
Right.
But we know how that went.
I'll just read something.
So there's a lot of. Is there anybody that you're like, man, we should have picked him up? Look at the rumors with Tyus Jones. Now he re-signed with Memphis as a backup. You know what I'm saying? For 2 years, $30 million. So he's getting paid $15 million a year per year.
Right.
Now, would you have been mad if the Knicks signed him for that?
We talking about Mikal?
No, I'm talking about Tyus Jones. 15. Remember, there was rumors. People wanted Tyus Jones. Were you a Tyus Jones fan?
I like Tyus Jones. Yeah. Grizzlies. You talking about Grizzlies? Tyus Jones?
Yes.
Yeah, I like Tyus Jones. I think he could run a team. Maybe not. He's more of a second unit guy to me, but I think he would have been solid, man.
So you would have paid him that much money?
15 was it 15 million a year for how many years? 3?
For 2.
Yeah, that's 30. It's 30 mil. Well, yeah. Yeah, we can take a chance on him. That's cheap compared to what other guys are getting. Look at what Brunson got. Tyus Jones is not bad, yo. He's a high IQ. Another high IQ player. I think that's what we need. We're not gonna get athletic guys. We need high IQ guys, man, that have something to their game. 15 mil for Tyus. T. Williams. 15 mil for Tyus would be great. Hell yeah. With a second year option, and you see where you can go from there. And Chef NYK, who didn't sign the extension? Talking about Mikal? I think because I swear I saw. Oh, you talking about? We're not talking about Miles. Talking about Mikal. I just know I saw him on the RF. I've been looking at the sub. Have you been looking at free agency, like the tracker?
Not really. Kind of, yeah. I mean, I have it right now, but I didn't update it. I looked at the old one.
Right. Yeah, I looked at it maybe. I think around the draft, and just the guys I seen. I remember I seen Josh Okogie. He's also restricted. That's a guy. I mean, I'm looking at the guys I like. It's not about what I like, but guys that I think would fit. I'm sure people in the chat would agree with me. Let me not drag everybody into my BS, but I think a Josh Okogie would be all right. I mean, I think a Josh Okogie would be all right. Small forward for the Knicks. Good defender, but he's restricted. But I don't know if Minnesota will match. Minnesota might not match because they might want, they might feel they could free up, get some other guys, bring some more different talent in there.
Yeah, he hasn't signed yet.
Oh, Okogie?
Yeah,
Mikal.
Okogie,
right? Yeah, so Yeah, I would probably make a move on him.
It's a position of need too, small forward. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm not totally is maybe 6'7", but yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. Is a guy like him. Let me look at the free agency tracker again, man, because now we're on free agency. I should have had it ready.
Yeah,
I have it right here.
Yep. Yeah, Kyle Anderson was because to me I feel like small forward is still a position of need. You know what I mean?
Here it goes.
We have enough. You know, like you mentioned, Cam is the only true small forward.
Right. That's the guy. Okay. That's another guy like Kyle Anderson, but then I thought about it. I'm like, I like him, but he's too slow.
He's too slow-footed. Yeah.
Why are we going for slow guys when
he's not afraid of the moment? You know what I'm saying? He's clutch.
Smart, high IQ.
Yeah, high IQ. The thing is he a Tibbs guy? You know what I'm saying? And will he get pulled?
What'd you say? My fault. What'd you say?
No, I was just saying I don't know if he's a Tibbs guy as far as because of his defense, and will he have a short leash? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you see the thing with him. If he's a Pops guy, if he was a Pop guy, he's definitely a Tibbs guy. Definitely. Tibbs, come on. They're like, Tibbs would definitely have him in their closing out games, probably over RJ.
If we had to do that though, we'd have to get rid of Fournier, you know what I'm saying? Which I believe we still gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if we need to free up hella space, yes. Yes.
I feel like there has to be another move. There has to be another move.
Done. I mean, now, but my only fear with this team is that I feel that by the time we do get guys off, or if we do get guys off, it'll be too late. We got to get the bottom tier free agents, and I think that's what's going to happen. That's what happens when you got to rewrite your BS, and we had to rewrite your mistakes. See, and Snipes just said it. My bad, sub. Snipe didn't I say Knicks might end up with that guy? Look what Snipes said.
Yeah, he's still available too. But does he move the needle? Do you feel like he's
Coach Culley?
Do you feel like he could beat somebody out? You feel like he could beat Grimes out?
Coach Culley pull up, man. Say it again. A guy like how you say his name? DiVincenzo?
Yeah, DiVincenzo. Do you think he could beat Grimes out?
I think they're kind of similar players, man. They're similar. They defend in the backcourt. Pretty. What's the word? Gritty, feisty stuff.
Right.
Chess.
Yeah, I feel like he could create his own bucket better than Grimes, though. You know what I'm saying?
DiVincenzo? What was the last team he was on? The Bucks?
The Bucks, yeah.
I know you got Pack. I always get him confused.
But that's what I'm saying. If you have to take that much time to kind of think about it, is he that much better? Then I'd rather just look somewhere else, you know what I'm saying, and keep what we have. I don't want to make any subtle movements like I mentioned before with the Trevor Kills. Like, I feel like he's just barely a little bit better than Deuce McBride offensively. Why bring him in? I understand the Jean-Claudio Montero because he can handle a rock. He's shifty. He switches gears on you. Gets to the cup. He's like that D Rose type player. You know what I'm saying? But below the rim, not above the rim. Right. So I get that he brings something different to the game. You know what I'm saying? He brings a different element. He's not just the same carbon copy of what we have with Deuce McBride. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to be a carbon copy, I'd rather you be a carbon copy of a D Rose. You know what I'm saying? Just
right.
You break anybody down, get past them, you know what I'm saying, and get to the cut. I'm okay with that. Either you get to finish there, you get to kick out, or you get to get to the line. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, speed kills.
Yes, it does. What was I going to say? Yeah, Grimes, I think he still has a bag. I know we're off that, but I think he has a bag we didn't see yet. But I mean, Grimes is more of a big guard, NBA body. DiVincenzo, I could just see the Knicks getting him and thinking we did something. I could just see it, yo. I could see the Knicks liking DiVincenzo. He's kind of like another Archidiano, just feisty in the backcourt, But we need. I see Color Block. That's what Color Block said that I wanted to pick.
Let me salute some cats in the chat. I got my boy.
Be back on. Cam is still here.
Knicks for life. Chuck Allen in the building.
What up, Chuck? I don't.
Chuck, hold on. Check out my boy Chuck show, vibes and stuff in the morning with Uncle Freezy, 6 a.m.-ish. 9 a.m.-ish, 8 a.m.-ish to 9 a.m.-ish, Monday through Friday. Check it out. It's dope show. If y'all like going through memory lane, if y'all love music, you know what I'm saying? If y'all like just kicking it, you know what I'm saying? They just talk about everything. And tomorrow's Friday. My boy Chuck, he makes beats and he just plays his own music too at the end of the show, though. So don't be shy. Stop by, say hi. You know what I'm saying? Support your boy Chuck Allen and Uncle Freezy. Vibes and stuff. All right. Go ahead, Kelly. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good, bro. Now I wanted to piggyback off what let me tell Freeze. Yeah, no, you know, yeah, I think we need another wing defender because I don't know if Cam is still here.
But who out of the list would you pick up? You know what I'm saying? Who moves the needle? Who challenges Cam for that spot?
The thing is, I look at it how I look at it. I don't look at it as so much that spot, but I look at it as more of insurance and depth. Because we're gonna need that. I mean, I don't want the guy, but I like the guy, Joe Ingles.
He already got picked up though. He's the older vet.
Yeah, okay, I didn't know that, but I'm not crazy about Joe Ingles. You got Jashawn Tate. You got Danny House. We had Danny House. I wanted to ask that on the show. We had him, and we just let him go. I forgot why. We had him on the team. He played a few games. I don't know, but he's another 6'8", smart, defending type guy. I don't know why. Oh no, where's he on now? I don't know why we let him go, but Troy Brown. I'm not crazy about Troy Brown. T.J. Warren.
But answer. Okay, let's go with T.J. Warren. Do you like T.J. Warren, or you got to let me know why you like these guys or why you don't like these guys? Are they a fit? You know what I'm saying, or you know what I'm saying, give me a little more depth on what you think about these guys.
So who's the last one I said? T.J. Warren. One, he can score. Not a bad defender. It's just that the injury. My only concern with him is the injury. He was out for like 2 years, if I'm not mistaken, and that's my only fear with him. The number one guy I see a lot of people mention him in the chat. I think he's I don't know if he's restricted. No, he has a contract. He's in a contract. My man OG Anunoby.
You're gonna have to make a trade for him though.
Yeah, we have to make a trade for him. So that's something we have to put together. That's if the Knicks are looking at him.
We got 3 first-round picks. I mean, we just came up on those. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
not to mention our own, you know what I'm saying? We have 11, you know what I'm saying, first-round picks in the next, 7 years? So, I mean, we Gucci with those.
Right.
We just can't be throwing them away anymore.
Yeah, I would love him. Let's say I like him too, man. I liked him for as long as he's been in the league, man. Yeah, he moves. I think he moves the needle. Snipes, yes. I think he would move the needle. OG Anunoby, I would definitely get him. I'd throw them. I think Toronto would be happy to take the picks. Maybe a player. I just hope they wouldn't. I hope they wouldn't be stupid and trade Cam. Like, don't just trade the only wing you have for another wing. We need insurance. Like, keep the wing. We don't have any natural wings here. We don't need small. We don't need big guards that can't. When teams have size on us. So I would hope they've. Well, I'm not gonna say Fournier because Fournier probably would be too much. I mean, I know people just want to get rid of Fournier, but I think the picks are more. I think the picks could get it done.
You know who I'd go after? I'd go after Juancho Hernan Gomez. You know what I'm saying? Have you seen the movie Hustle?
Bo Cruz? So you want to go after Bo Cruz?
Yeah.
I wouldn't Bo Cruz. At this point, I wouldn't mind. He's on the Celtics now, isn't he? No, I think he's still on them.
Utah.
Like, the movie.
Utah. You know what I'm saying? We had his brother,
Utah.
Billy. Sound like Willie. Sound like Billy.
Martin Twins is also. I think they're both free agents as well. The only thing with them, they're both 6'6". We have guys like them, or the only thing with them, they're athletic. But we have a guy like them already in ground. We have enough 6'6" guys. We need some guys right in the middle between 6'7" and 6'9", man. At least at 6'9". We need some guys that could just irritating on that perimeter. We don't have nothing like that. We don't have no type.
If you want an athletic wing, you can always go after Derrick Jones Jr.
I like him too. He's a bit. Yeah, he's another one. I liked him from day one as well. He's 6'6", but he has his wingspan makes up for about. Yeah, he has a 7 foot. Was it 8 foot? I don't know. It's a long wingspan.
It's a long wingspan because I thought he was taller than that, and I was like, oh, that's all wingspan when he put his hands up. Yeah, so that helps out with passing. Playing the passing lanes, catching oops. All those. Just deflections, those types of things. I mean, we always talk about we need athleticism. Why not? Take a gamble. I don't know.
Yeah, like Coach said, we need a starting small forward. Yeah, I would take a gamble. Only thing with him is he can't shoot. But if the team was looking for that, then hey, I don't know. Everybody loves to mention how guys can't shoot and guys' weaknesses. Why are we not looking what a guy can bring? We need everything. We don't need just shooting. If we had just shooting, every guy might as well be a Steve Novak. You want a guy that can put it on the floor.
We have shooting in Evan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
hey,
it's not enough. It's not enough.
Everybody wants every guy to be the same. You need a guy that can get into the paint. You need a guy that can rebound, a guy that can defend. Every guy has a weakness. Let it go, man. I mean, nobody said nothing yet, but I know that's what somebody's gonna say. He can't shoot. I'm okay with Derrick Jones because he brings athleticism and defense, and he tries to rebound. He's irritating on that back screen. He cuts the back door every time. He always has his arms in there for a rebound. Stuff like that, yo.
I mean, we do have someone similar to that in Farron Hunt. You know what I'm saying? That is super athletic like that.
Salute, Coach. Yeah, Farron. Yeah, we have Farron Hunt, who I think is going.
What up?
Is he going back to the G League?
I think he's on the 2-way contract.
Yeah, established 1993. Said, watch Knicks get Tony Snell. I'm not gonna be. I said that last season when Julius's most improved season. I said, watch we end up with a guy like Tony Snell. That's when he was on the Hawks. Now he wasn't playing for the Hawks. And I said, watch Tibbs tell Leon Rose to get on the phone and call out for Tony Snell. He's probably cheap, and Tibbs would use him if the Hawks don't.
I'm tired of going through the bargain basement sales. You know what I'm saying? I'm done with that.
Garage sales.
Yeah, the garage sales, all that. We already spent $104 million on Brunson. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep this going. Let's spend this money. Let's get rid of Fournier. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of Fournier. Get rid of who else would you get rid of? Would you get rid of Rose?
Speaking of that, somebody had a Bucks wanted somebody. But speaking of that, have you heard about the Bucks have interest in Rose?
I'll do it.
Yeah,
he's not. He's like a ticking time bomb. We're just waiting for him to get hurt. You know what I'm saying? It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. I you know what I'm saying? I love D Rose. You know what I'm saying? I love what he brings, but his time is over with.
I mean, for the betterment of the team, then yeah, if we're gonna put guys that are available, if you're gonna get guys that are available, then Rose, I'm sorry, man. I love Rose, but you gotta go. I mean, I'd rather him in that. It's good for him anyway to be in that position on the Bucks.
Look what happened to us in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got hurt when we needed him the most.
Right.
So let that situation happen again, and we're making the playoffs, and we need him, and he's not available, then there's just $14 million down the drain right then and there. Go ahead, Coach. You were saying?
Yeah, Coach, salute, man. You hear Coach Color Blocks?
Yeah. What up?
What's going on, bro?
You said everything, Culley. I don't think there's anybody left. We need another wing. Because I don't know what the starting backcourt is.
Right.
And any iteration of it is small.
Yeah, it
Well, that backcourt was horrible last year with Kemba and Fournier. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of the same situation. With the smaller
we got a younger
point guard, smaller. But I give Brunson more grit and grind. He's gonna fight through screens. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna go under.
He's a good help defender.
Yeah,
he's a good team defender, so that'll be good for us. But I'm scared. Like, I'm just imagining like Harden isoing the guy and it's over. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just gonna call him out every time, or like even like Jalen Brown would be like, "Give me that," and he will get torched on those because he's small. But we need like one more wing guy.
Right, we need one more, and I hope they don't ship off Cam, and because we need you can never have enough wings, and I hope they, we need guys that could cover ground. Versatile wing guys, at least one more.
Especially since I think the starting backcourt. This is just me. I got this from nowhere. I got this from just looking up how Brunson plays. I will go with Brunson quickly. Because that's the only backcourt defender we have. Because RJ plays the wing now. He doesn't play 2 anymore.
You got Grimes as I think Grimes is probably the best perimeter defender as far as 1 through 3. I mean, Deuce could guard 1 through 2. I don't know if Deuce could guard 3, but I feel like he's more of a more better perimeter defender that way. And he doesn't need the rock in his hand. I feel like IQ would need the rock in his hand a little more than Grimes. Grimes would just be more of that 3-and-D spot up shooter where he could penetrate and kick out to Grimes. Either way, I'm with you. I don't want Fournier starting though.
Yeah, I was like, you can't do Fournier. Brunson is a disaster.
Yeah, it's
That's
gonna
a
be
disaster. You can't do that.
It's gonna look kind of like last season. Yeah, and last season was very depressing. You know what I mean? Coach, what do you think of Grimes?
He's all right. He's fine. I don't hate him.
Yeah.
He's a 3D guy.
Like in situations like this with a Brunson, you definitely need that too to be able to play some type of defense.
Yeah, he's just short is his only problem.
Right.
He plays big though.
Yeah, because he doesn't have that crazy wingspan either, though. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, he plays big though, because they always put him on the big guys.
Yeah, they put him if it's a better wing opponent, they're gonna put him instead of RJ on him. You know what I'm saying, and even if it's a 2 or 3, it don't matter. He's guarding the better offensive wing player off top. But yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at the roster right now.
I see Rodney Hood. Rodney Hood might be he's a free agent unless he got signed already.
Rodney Hood to me is just too quiet. He just doesn't. Not very, he kind of just shies under the pressure and doesn't really step up to the plate.
It's got to be from a trade though, right? We don't have any cap. We're done, right? We're done spending.
I think we're done.
What do you think about Dylan Brooks? I would go and make a trade and get rid of a first-round pick to go after Dylan Brooks.
They won't get rid of him. I think it's a problem.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he's available. I think they like him, man. They like him over in Memphis.
The Bucks wanted Rose, right? That's been a pretty strong rumor.
Yeah, they have an interest in Rose.
I traded for like Grayson Allen or something. I don't know. Something I could think of. They signed Ingles. I wanted Ingles.
I liked Ingles. I said I mentioned him.
I was like, you said it. Yeah.
I'm trying to go younger. I'm not trying to go older with Ingles. You know what I mean?
I like Royce O'Neal. Royce O'Neal got traded today too. He probably would have been serviceable on the wing.
Yeah.
Pretty, guys like that. I see Lou Dortz. Oh no, I see Lou Dortz.
He signed a crazy contract.
Yeah, that's a little too much.
Stupid money.
Good for him.
And PJ Tucker.
Good for him.
PJ Tucker ended up somewhere else too.
Everybody's gone. It's over now. There's nothing left. There's only KD's left. That's the only thing that's left.
KD's up for trade. That's got
everything else is done, really. If you look at the free agent list, like that's it. It's over. And I guess Ayton, but he's probably gonna be involved with KD. So.
Yeah. I see the packages. They're throwing some packages out there with the Suns, Miami, and that's where KD wants to go. Suns might give up McHale in that trade.
Let me ask you guys this question. You guys think that Brunson is that guy to kind of just rally all the troops and you know what I mean, like everybody fall in line, or do you think Randall's kind of just gonna be Randall and just this is my team?
I don't know. That's the $1 million question, right? I guess the $100 million question. Like, what happens? Because Brunson, what's gonna happen when Brunson waves off Randall that first time?
Right. That's what I'm dying.
Depends if he makes the bucket or not.
I think he'll make the bucket. He's pretty good.
No, Brunson. You know what?
If he makes the bucket and runs down and gives him the finger and winks at Julius, then I think it's all good from there. But if he misses and Julius gives him the thumbs down, then it's a wrap.
That's the $1 million question, because I'm just dying to see how does Randall feel about, because point guards do point guard things. I mean, how does he feel? How does he feel about having to wait to get the ball? I'm dying to see that. I can't wait for the season to start now. Now that we have a guard, I just cannot wait. How is Randall going to pout around waiting for the ball, or what?
He'll get his chance to use the ball, because one thing that's good about Brunson is he plays off ball a lot.
Right.
Like he's not like a point guard. He's more of I guess he's whatever he is. He's a scoring guard, but he'll play off the ball a lot. He did it with Luka and all those guys. And when he was going off in that Utah series when no Doncic was there, Dinwiddie still handled the ball more than Brunson did.
Right.
So I'm like, there's a lot. If you watch Brunson, he'll chill on the corner. He can hit the three. So I think Randall will get his chance to do his spin cycles stuff. I don't know. It's just like, but I do wonder, like when push comes to shove and they do need the ball in Brunson's hand, and he's calling and waving guys off, and he tells Randall no, like what happens?
Or what about the opposite? What if Randall's out in the pinch post, or he's out on the elbow, and and Brunson's in the low block, and he's asking for the ball. Like, hey, let me show you how to post guys up, Randall.
Yo, I was thinking about that because I was like, yo, all of Brunson's stuff is from the post.
Yeah.
I was like, we right now, this is gonna be interesting problem Tim's got to figure out. He got the post in Dallas because all those other guys are 3-point shooters.
Right.
So there was nobody in the paint. But I'm like, now we don't really got a team like that. Randall's gonna be chilling there. RJ plays in there. Mitch plays in there. That's why I was like, I guess you start IQ, right? Like, because you just need to space the floor out a little bit.
Yeah, you need a shooter next to him. I mean, well, I guess that's where Fournier comes in. But I
guess that's what I'm saying. Like, there's still some stuff. Like, Tibbs got his hands full with this. These are good problems to have, I guess.
The only thing with Tibbs is he's gonna make that adjustment though. Like, okay, this is my starting five, and I'm gonna run with them for the whole year instead of like, all right, this is not working. Let's try IQ out. Okay, IQ is not working. Let's try Grimes out. That's the only thing that gets me is Tibbs stuck in his ways.
Right? Does Tibbs does he make Brunson a spot up shooter? These are questions. Like, these are things you got to think about now. You got to think ahead. Does he make Randall the guy in the post to everybody just for him to kick out or catch somebody slashing? I mean, that's what we got to see. We have to.
And look, it only took us an hour to start talking crap about Tibbs.
Right. No, because I mean that's something you got to think about it right away. I mean, once I knew that the Knicks was interested in Brunson, these are just many things to think about. How does the fit? You got to think about the fit. That's the main thing I'm thinking about. And somebody said, I think it was it Keith Turner that said it. He said Brunson has the power, and it just makes me think. I'm thinking, is it because of that nepotism? That's what I'm thinking. Is it because of pure nepotism with connections and stuff? Probably. Oh yeah, it was Keith Turner. Yeah, probably, yo. We have connections.
Established 1993 mentioned that Brunson and IQ is a tiny backcourt, but if we brought in Donovan Mitchell, would anybody be?
That's even shorter.
Yeah, but would anybody be complaining about that? They're like, no, bring Donovan in here. We'll figure it out.
Because when you think of guys that play above the rim, it's kind of they play bigger than their size. So it's like, and they play bigger. It's like, it kind of makes up. What is Donovan Mitchell about? It's only 6'3", 6'2"?
He's small, man. He's like.
They say 6'1".
Yeah, he's like 6'1".
6'1" shooting guard. Yeah, he's a small shooting guard. He just plays bigger than his size.
He's big, yeah.
He attacks the hell out of the basket. I mean, I really wanted Mitchell. I wanted Murray or Mitchell, man. I know.
It's past, but I was hard on the Murray. I was banging all the pots in the house. I was like, get Murray, because I was like, get a big guard next to him. So like they're doing in Atlanta.
You're down with playing Murray and
big
Brunson
time, big time. I thought that would have been a serious backcourt. That would have been a real serious backcourt. The same way that Murray and Trae Young is about to be a real serious backcourt. They're two of the best passes in the NBA.
Wait, which guys?
Murray and Trae.
Do you think their ego will get in the way though?
I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so. And you know why I wanted Murray too? I don't want to talk about Murray because he's a Hawk now, but he also Brunson's handle's really good. But Murray would have been our best ball handler since like J.R. Smith.
Yeah.
Like he's serious with that handle.
Yeah.
I think Brunson can
No, Brunson is really good. No, but like I wanted someone like he would have been real. Like that would have been some serious. Anyways.
That's like Kyrie. To me, I think
it's like
Kyrie has the best handles, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it'd be like, bring in someone like that. I get you. A lot of people say Steph Curry has one of the best handles. I'm like, Curry does not have handles. Just people need to quit saying that. Do you feel like that? Like Curry? What was that? Me in the back here?
Oh, he said he'd be right back.
Oh, okay. I didn't quite hear that. But
what was your question?
No, I was just saying, like, to me, I feel like Kyrie has the slickest handles. You know what I'm saying? And when people say Stephen Curry's up there, he has one of the best handles. I mean, no, he doesn't. I didn't see Curry get ripped many a times.
Curry's a little more loosey goosey with his handles.
Mm-hmm.
Loosey goosey, but
Yeah.
Eddie C backstage.
I don't know. So I'm looking at the roster right now as far as point guards. You know what I'm saying? We have Brunson, D Rose, and Deuce.
Right.
We got 48 IQ and Grimes.
Zombie man, salute, Eddie. But yeah, go ahead. What you say, so?
Eddie C in the building. What it do?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
It's about
Doing
time.
Subliminal Culley. What's up, Coach Color Brunson? What's up?
LeBron, I just noticed his name. That's funny.
Yeah, he changed his name like he changed.
I was in the back for a minute, but nobody. So I just
had to get in touch with Freezy.
I just scrolled around.
Yeah. Oh, Uncle's at work right now, so it's like when he has time. You know what I'm saying? When he has time, he has
he's
time.
like in and out, whatnot.
Yep.
Yeah. I know.
What was we talking about? So what were you saying?
I was just talking about just open like holes in our roster. You know what I'm saying, that we need to be filled. You know what I'm saying? Like we need small forward. How do you feel like you feel like we're good at power forward if we just re-sign Taj and then just have them as that tweener? Or you
Did
trying
you
to
get
a different
okay.
No, you good.
What'd you say, Eddie?
No, I was gonna say, did you guys hear about the Zach LaVine that he says that he's narrowed it to 3 teams:
Really?
Chicago, the Lakers, and the Knicks.
Really?
Oh.
Wait, as far as what, a trade scenario?
As far as signing, obviously, well,
he's unrestricted.
He's unrestricted, but he can get the most money from Chicago, so it'd probably be in his best interest to do a sign and trade. But I think we are able to pull off both scenarios, just not at the max like Chicago would be able to pay him, right?
Mm-hmm. So so they can give him the best. I didn't even notice that. I mean, man, ever since we signed Hartenstein, I've been staying off the free agency tracking. However, now that you said LaVine, I'm a little hype again. I don't know. I'm a little.
There's a lot of people get hyped off that because I mean now that's another level, huh?
Yeah, because we were just talking about the backcourt, of Brunson and a Fournier, and it's kind of like a little unorthodox. Not really the best defending backcourt. I mean, it wouldn't be any better with LaVine. However, you add some above the rim and some probably some better scoring with LaVine. He can shoot the three, he can score. Well, everybody knows he can score and he dunks. So, I don't know, man.
I think the scenario wouldn't even. Was that, Coach? Go ahead.
I just think he's staying.
Oh yeah, I give us a 5%, maybe even less than that shot.
We're just crossing our fingers.
But at least we're in the conversation. So, we should be glad that we're in the conversation.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited. Kind of got me hype. I mean, the Knicks, they probably maybe they make some phone call. I mean, I don't know. Did they say what they wanted, the Bulls? Well, they said no. They said it's just money, right? It's free agent. So I'm thinking.
But I'm thinking that is not even Julius Randle. I'm thinking is somewhere along the lines of Fournier, Derrick Rose-ish, maybe Cam, maybe something else.
Derrick Rose.
I really haven't thought about it, to be honest with you.
Well, let's talk about it right now then, because we were just talking about setting D Rose to Milwaukee. That opens up 14 milli. You know what I'm saying? You get rid of Fournier, that opens up another 18 milli.
18 mil? That makes the salary match right there if it's Rose and Fournier, if I'm not mistaken.
The thing is, I don't know how much it is. Wow, John Morant just agreed to a 5-year, $193 million.
Yeah, and then you still waive Taj, like Pudge Nice says. You open up another 5 milli, and then that's why we had that first round pick or whatever. Whoever you send that Fournier contract to eats that contract, and we just throw him a first. I'll give up a first round to bring in LaVine.
Oh yeah, I'll say.
I don't know I don't know if we need to necessarily give up like assets
to get rid of Fournier.
No, to get Zach LaVine, because in actuality, what he's doing is he's saying, I want to go to the Knicks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you would go to your organization, you say, listen, I appreciate everything, but I really want to sign with New York. Would you guys be able to facilitate a sign and trade where I can get paid the max, and then you can get a trade with them, and if they like totally balk at it, if they tell you, nah, fuck that, you know what I'm saying? I don't want.
Watch
no, okay. Wash your mouth out with soap. If they say, nah, forget about it, we're not gonna do that. Then he'll probably, okay, so I'll leave for nothing. But Chicago's a team that probably can use a Fournier at the 2 guard. They can use a Cam Reddish
Right.
in the wing. So you either get, it's like between a rock and a hard place, right? You either lose him for nothing, or you can get back something for him. You know what I'm saying? But it's not something where it's like you have to give us first round picks for this. You know what I mean? It's something like, all right, we'll help you out. He wants to go there. We'll facilitate this for you. In turn, do us a solid. Give us Cam. See how he works out for us. Do us a solid. Give us Fournier, so we can slot him into my shooting guard position because we're going to be losing Zach LaVine. And in that sense, you make the money work. You probably have to add something else. Derrick Rose can go back to Chicago. So that's something. It can probably be just Fournier and Derrick Rose. I just don't know exactly how much we're able to pay him. That's what I can't talk about because I don't know.
That's why we got Brock Alder, though.
Yeah, I don't think we have enough.
That's what we got. He can make
Why?
it.
Okay, so what would it be? What would it be? Do you have any inclination on what would it be?
Well, he's eligible for like the $200 million contract, isn't he?
Right, so that's like what,
40, 50 a year, something like that.
$200 million contract. So that's like, let's say it's 40. Let's say it's 40 for 4 years. That's the max we can offer them.
Yeah, we don't have that.
We don't have nothing close to that.
Yeah, we don't have that.
Okay, so Fournier is 17.
Rose is 14, right?
Rose is 14. That's 30 right there.
30. He wants 35.
That's 31.
Okay. Taj Gibson, that's 5.
That's 36.
Cam Reddish, that's probably like another 4 point something.
That's 40 right there. That's it.
So we can do it.
So what if you just don't pay Mitch? Did they pay Mitch already?
No,
but
sorry,
Mitch doesn't matter though.
Yeah, so I think we do. I think we do have the money to do it.
Well, they always say we go over the cap to pay Mitch. Once everything is said and done, and we're done making all these moves, Mitch is last, and we still,
Yeah, Mitch and RJ will be last because they don't have anything to do with this.
Yep.
So
I'm down with it.
Again, like this is just hypothetical, right? Like this is a very big, long shot, but can it be done? It looks like it can.
It can be
on paper, but I don't think. Yeah.
I just hope the Lakers don't beat us out of that, man. Lakers beat us out of every effing trade, man.
The thing is that, but the Lakers, they put the Lakers in every scenario, but what do the Lakers have to give? Like Lakers can't do what we were able to do.
They can't because they don't have the cap. But don't they have a Westbrook? Did they just pay him?
Yeah, he opted
in. They do have Westbrook. They do have Westbrook. And if he says he wants to go to the Lakers, well, that would be the guy.
I think THT is he's from Chicago,
and he's an expiring contract. So maybe him and Taylor Horton Tucker.
Yeah, Taylor from Chicago. I'm sure he wouldn't mind.
So I guess everybody can get in on it. Is where he wants to go, huh?
Right. Well, not everybody, but yeah.
I mean, the three of the three, they all can get it done.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. So what was it? It was Lakers. He stays home. So it's Lakers, Knicks, or he stays in Chicago.
Lakers, Knicks, Chicago.
I would, if I'm the Knicks, man, I'm putting pressure on that, man. That's the last. It's the last move you can make. That's the least move you could try to make at least. Maybe
looking at something maybe tomorrow though. Like the news will break out either tomorrow. They'll probably think about it because they just did a lot today. They're probably still like dining with what's his name. Just living it up with Brunson still. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Probably drinking in a sushi bar somewhere.
Yeah.
So, Coach, what do you think about what the Knicks did today?
I like the Brunson move. I think we had. I mean, I don't want to speak for all of us. I like the Brunson move. I have questions about it though, in terms of fit on the roster, like on the court stuff.
Okay.
And Hartenstein's a solid player too, so.
So we pretty much did. We did okay today, huh?
We did. Yeah, we did great today.
I'm looking for one more.
Yeah, Jerry's still out for me.
Yeah, I'm looking for one more. At least get like another.
If we just did this, I'd be okay with it.
I think we're just doing this though.
I think so too.
And that's why I'm like, I don't have a grade
okay
yet.
with it.
I'm like, if this is just all we're doing, I don't think. No grade for me.
Right.
So you're still like neutral on it, like
still neutral because the first not drafting really sucked. We have holes in this roster.
Right.
and I can't really get over that just yet. We could have still dropped. We still could have made cap space without doing what we did draft night. That's what bothers me because I'm like, we need bodies. We're not a team. We're not the Bucks where we could be like, yeah, I don't care about my draft pick. So that
I
still
don't
kind
think
of
it
bugs me a
was.
little
I
bit.
don't think it was that they didn't care about the draft pick. I just think that probably the last player on their board was the Wisconsin kid.
Oh, Davis, yeah.
I think that was probably the last player on their board, and then they veered into another direction,
I hate when the Knicks get
and
like
then next
no,
year,
I hear
next
you.
year their process of thinking might not be the same.
I hear
Next
you
year
on that. I just don't think.
they might pick no matter what. Like
Yeah.
I
No,
think that Davis was the last player that was plug and play on their board. Everybody else was a project. You know what I'm saying? That we would have been complaining, oh, this kid ain't getting no run, this kid ain't getting no run. But you got to realize who the coach is too, and that the front office is now in the hot seat because once again, we didn't make the plan or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's right. I think that's the kind of thing we haven't talked about. They're not on the hot seat, but it's getting warmer, right?
Yeah.
And so I don't think they could afford it to have taken on another pick. So I think that might have been it. I think that might have been it.
I just think it's unorthodox. We're not used to that stuff. You know what I'm saying? We're not used to give people not picking at 11. Like we've never really seen somebody do that.
It's
you know what I'm
rare,
saying?
bro. Like it's really not good practice. But we don't gotta talk about the draft anymore because I'm just gonna get mad. But because I think you could have done both. Is what I'm trying to say. You could have got the cap space. You could have got the. It was
so let's say that we were okay. Let's say fast forward, right? And we're in the running for Zach LaVine. We see that the moves that we just talked about to get the money for Zach LaVine is tight. Like they're exactly what we need to get him. And if we would have drafted somebody, that player would have been worth $5 million. And now we can't do what we wanted to do for Zach.
Yeah, we still had to get rid of Kemba. We still had to get rid of Kemba. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's saying.
No, I'm talking now. Like right now, if we would have picked at 11,
right.
Let's say we would have holding it back. I guess
$5 million would have been what's holding us back from the threshold of getting.
We still would have had the $8 million. Is what I'm saying. We still would have had Kemba in his contract too. I mean, we still would have had that $8 million. So we still had a clear cap space, and no one was going to take that contract. And everybody, not everybody, but people were saying, "Well, just cut him. We'll just cut him."
Wasn't that trade in the Detroit, not in the Oklahoma City?
No, but I'm saying
the Kemba trade was with Detroit, so it doesn't actually factor in. Like that's the money that we've used for Brunson. Like we're talking about getting Brunson, we're talking about getting Isaiah Hartenstein, and we're talking about getting Zach LaVine. So we would be still looking for $5 million to help facilitate that Zach LaVine scenario, which is probably at 1%. We're probably at 1% to get that. You see, so that's what I'm saying. Like
it's easier to find $5 million.
Where would you get it?
They'd find a way. If they could find a way to.
So they would have to
work in 20 different directions to get all these random picks. They could find $5 million under the couch.
Quickly gets $2 million, so they would have to trade away Obi Toppin.
It's the Knicks. We do everything the hard way instead of taking the straight easy path. We want to go around the block. Wait,
but we didn't. We did exactly what we had to do to be in this circumstance. We traded away that pick to be in the circumstance right now to be able to get a Zach LaVine is what I'm saying.
No, I hear you.
I don't want to talk about the draft anymore, but because
but it's not necessarily about the draft. It's just necessarily about the moves that were made,
the
maneuvering that was made to get to this point, to where you can even have a Zach LaVine at this stage of free agency saying, "I'm narrowing down to these 3 teams."
Yeah, but then the issue with the moves that Leon made was that they're all his old mistakes.
Right, he's like.
Yeah.
But at least he can admit to it.
Remember that we talked about that though, Coach. We talked about that.
I understand that.
But at least
I tried to debunk the notion that we are taking care of our mistakes because I said from the beginning that the contracts were signed with the intent to be moved at any point in time. So this was premeditated. The contracts were premeditated. Because you needed the rosters. You needed to fill out the roster. You needed to pay because you have to get to the cap threshold. These players are taking you to the 4th seed, so you throw them a bone. You say, Nerlens Noel, okay, you did well for us. We're going to sign you to this 2-year deal. Alec Burks, you did well for us. We're going to sign you to this 2-year deal. At that point in time, when Kemba Walker became available, we had no point guard.
Mm-hmm.
We took a shot on him. It didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like we gave somebody an albatross contract. You know what I'm saying? And now we have to give 1st-round picks to get off of him because we want to. That wasn't the deal. These picks, these signings were made with the intent to be moved at any point in time, and they were moved whenever they felt like right the next year. They were all moved.
Yeah, that's what I like about the front office, because some people can't admit to their wrongs and just stuck in their ways. Like, all right, we're just gonna play this, play this out. At least they realize, hey, this ain't it. We got to do something about it, and let's get rid of these guys. And
Yeah, but they just sitting here trying to rectify. I mean, I don't know, man. Like
It just rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah, like they're trying to rectify it. It's like, bro, like I don't know. I'm still sketchy on the front.
I also pointed out the fact that when they signed the contracts last year, right? They thought they were bettering the team. Okay, I can understand that point of view where they thought that they were bettering the team. At the end of the day, they didn't better the team. But at that point in time, a player of Jalen Brunson's ilk, the way he blew up, wasn't available. Like, he wasn't that guy to where you need to sign him this year to get him on your team so you can better your team. You know what I'm saying? So you can't predict the future in the sense of Jalen Brunson is going to be available 2022, and I need the cap space for Jalen Brunson 2022. He's not a player at that point in time. So they did the signings not knowing what can happen now. Now they find said player, they pick said player, get rid of the contracts to sign the guy. They got their guy. And I also think Hartenstein is a brilliant move by the organization. I love Hartenstein as a player. I watched a lot of Los Angeles Clippers games, and that guy is a cog, an offensive cog.
What about his defense? What's his defense look like?
His defense, I mean, he's averaging 1 steal and 1 block per game, so it's not bad.
Yeah, so is he switchable on the perimeter, or is he a liability?
He's agile. He is agile.
He's not switchable though.
I mean, yeah, he's not like, oh my God, he's not I don't know. He's not Draymond Green or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
but,
right.
You know, can he get to a level of I'm not even going to say even Kevin Looney. I'm not even going to say that. But what I'm trying to say is that I like the signing in the sense that I'm not a center guy. Like, I don't want to pay centers unless it's Joel Embiid, unless it's Jokic. I'm not trying to pay a center man money. And I won't be mad if they don't sign Mitch and just keep him.
Right. Yeah, because I'm looking at it like, do they figure we got this guy for cheap, or they still going to sign Mitch? That's what I'm thinking. I'm looking at that too. Does that make Mitch expendable?
Nah, they're doing both. I would think they're doing both because, sorry,
No,
Mitch is good to like miss 10 games a season. So
Right.
It's like you need an actual backup who can actually do something that can catch a basketball. And Noel's unreliable. The Hartenstein move is a good move. He's gonna play minutes for us. And now between him, Mitch, Randall, and Sims, we got a really big front court. It's like one of the biggest front courts in the East, which is a good thing.
So I swear to you, bro, I will roll out Hartenstein, Sims, and Taj, bro. I swear to you, bro.
Just go big.
No, I'm talking about as my center rotation.
Center depth. Yeah.
Well, you know Taj is coming before Sims.
Yeah, Taj will come before Sims.
Yeah, you know how that's going.
Hartenstein's good.
I hope not. Nah, I don't think Tom would do that. I really won't.
Sims had a little role for us. Like, he got his little minutes. I don't think he's gonna get more than that, to be honest.
I mean, well, Sims got a whole year under his belt anymore. He's not a rookie anymore, so I feel like Tibbs got a little more comfortable as the year went on.
He did.
Hopefully, he gets more run and he's a backup if that's the route they're going to go. I just feel like Todd shouldn't play unless guys are injured or in foul trouble, just as a last resort.
Yeah, I think those are the three. It's gonna be Hartenstein, Noel. I'm sorry, Hartenstein, Mitch, and
You keep on
and
saying
Sims.
Noel.
Yeah. It'll be those three.
Um,
It'll be those
my,
three pretty
my
easy.
question is, all right, so far with this team, I don't know if we're done yet. Do we make playoffs? Do we make the play-in?
Man, that's tough, bro. That's
And then
tough, my
we got-
man. Like,
I don't.
I think we might be there in the play-in. I think we might be there in the play-in.
Yeah.
at best.
Let's look.
But I
let's
gotta
look.
see. Well, Brooklyn is this engaging at the moment we speak, so that's a spot.
Well, if we go through, you got the top
And
four.
we were the last spot, right? So maybe we
Us-
will get into the
Hawks
play-in.
got better. Hawks made it to the play. No, they made it to the first round.
Well, you got Heat, Celtics, Bucks, Philly. Those would be your four.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, we
If
don't
the
know.
Hornets don't pick up Miles and he leaves.
He's got
of-
his own stuff going
because of the situation.
on. Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
we're better
Then
than
they
the
just-
Hornets. We're
then
better
they-
than the
yeah,
Hornets.
then they just got
Yeah.
worse. Yeah. So
Better
there's
than
a
the
spot
Hornets.
right there.
The Hawks are there. The Bulls will probably be there again.
It depends if they sign LaVine. If they don't sign
Let's say they
LaVine,
do.
I'm
Let's say they
assuming
do.
they are. I'm
yeah,
assuming they're
let's
re-signing
let's
Levine.
assume they do. All right.
Tomorrow,
Cavs-
The Hawks will be
The Cavs are
there.
still there.
The Cavs will probably be there.
Mm-hmm.
That's 7.
That's 7. Whew.
And then it's like us. We were 2 games above the Wizards.
Philly. I mentioned Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
they're
were
top
their
four.
first 4.
Toronto.
Oh, you know what? The
Toronto,
Raptors, yeah. The Raptors are 8.
Oh,
Raptors are 8.
we got.
Yeah, we're looking like either 9 or 10.
Yeah,
looking
we're
like
playing.
9 or 10-ish. And that's if the Pistons like 93 established 93. So I was gonna say Pistons kind of got better too. When they figure it out, it might be a problem.
They
that's
won't
the
be
thing.
playoffs.
They got to
so-
figure it out. It's a lot of young players with no
Hey man, you
leadership.
guys, you never know, bro.
They
You
won
never
23
know.
games. I think that they'll probably cap out at like 30
But yeah,
because
at
their
best.
roster got better. It's still bad. Like they got a lot of work to do.
No experience over there yet.
Magic. I mean, the Magic. Don't be surprised about the Magic.
Don't be also keep it. Watch the Pacers too.
Pacers too,
Pace,
man.
Pace.
Remember, because they just blew it up last year. They didn't care.
Yeah, they blew it up. They didn't care, but they have a direction.
Yeah, I think they're not gonna
Yeah,
try
they
to win
might
like
bump
that.
up too. It's gonna be another dogfight.
Yeah,
It's gonna be another dogfight.
The Watch
Let
they
me-
had a better season than I thought.
But we gonna be in that fight. It sounds like we're gonna be in that fight
We'll
though.
be in the fight. Yeah.
They just
Let me ask you guys this question: if you, because I feel like we still need a vocal leader. Is there a vocal leader out there that you guys would bring in?
We
I
got one
think
with
Jalen Brunson.
Yeah.
I think Jalen Brunson fits
think
that,
he's
fits
it?
that description.
That's kind of why I brought up that conversation earlier about him. Taking him being that leader of a Randall or waving him off. So you think rallying up the troops when I mentioned that? So you think he's that guy then, huh?
I like him, man. He's pretty good for what we need, man. He checks a lot of the boxes for me.
Depending on what Brooklyn does, depending on what they do, we still might be the worst team in our division. Right?
right.
Boston, Philly, Toronto, Brooklyn, and us. So I think that might be it. Depends on what Brooklyn does. They may just blow it up. They may get an all-star back. I don't know, but
Well, you still have Ben Simmons, but you mean like with the KD thing?
yeah, the KD might be a bunch of picks,
And
or it might be a player. Who knows?
Yeah, if he goes to the Heat, that you can slide them out. You can bump them up a few.
Yeah, we won 37 games last year. Like 40.
We might win 40. We might be
43,
40,
44?
41, 42.
At most.
I don't know us this year. I don't know. The teams got better. A lot of the East teams got better, man. I really don't know, man.
I
And
think
you
we're
still
gonna
gotta
win
look
about
at. You
42.
still gotta wait till the schedule comes out. You know what I'm
But
saying? Like,
We
That
have
too.
the hardest schedule, but like Brunson, I mean, having a point guard does help us. It could make us. We really got to see that first game, man. Having a point guard does kind of shape things up. So I can say maybe 40 at best.
I gotta see the schedule. Adam Silver hates us. He's gonna give us the toughest schedule in the league.
Let me see if there are any lines for that. I'll let you know right now.
Last year we were 5-11 in our own division.
That's horrible, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm like, there's 16 games you play in the division. Can we get it to like 8-8? Can we
At
take
least.
2 off Philly? You know what I mean? Can we take 2 off Philly?
We didn't beat Brooklyn, I think, once last year.
Nope.
We couldn't
And
beat,
we split with the Celtics, right?
Yeah, did we split with Philly too? Or we beat them once out of 4?
I don't think we beat Philly.
No, we beat Philly once. Remember, we beat
Once, you're right.
Yeah.
because that broke the streak.
Yeah, that broke the streak. Yeah, even
We
though
beat
Ben Simmons
Toronto once.
And we beat Miami, I believe, once too.
Got Miami
beat
once.
Miami
Yeah.
Toronto we got once.
Celtics. Did we split with the Celtics? Yeah, the game. Yeah, the game.
The first game. It was the first.
Big
First
game.
game.
Yeah.
We beat somebody twice. Probably Toronto.
I think the Pacers. Yeah. I think we beat the Pacers once or twice.
What about an enforcer? I think we if we're not a vocal leader, an enforcer. You know what I'm saying?
We let PJ Tucker get signed, didn't we? That was been
and Bobby Porter's got himself the bag too.
The Knicks are at 40.5 over 34. So basically they're saying 41 wins.
I think that's right, man. We're at 37 last year. I'm adding 5 wins.
I'll take
42 wins. I think that's about right.
Me too, bro. Right. I take it too. I take that to the back, man. I'll be happy with that. Twice, right? That's 500.
That's
enough. 500.
That's enough for a play-in, no?
That is the play-in. That is the play-in, yeah.
See, that's at best. That's what we get.
So they're saying Boston 46.5. So the way this is out, it says Boston 1, Miami 2, Toronto 3.
Oh.
Cleveland 4.
Whoa.
What?
Where's the Bucks?
Oh no, my bad. This is not in order.
I'm about to say, where's the Bucks?
So okay, so it says Boston is at 46.5, Miami's at 49. So that's 2. They have the Knicks winning more games than Toronto. Toronto's at 37.
Oh wow.
Cleveland Cavaliers at 27.5.
If we're not better than the Cavs next year, we effing suck, yo. Sorry.
Why would the Cavs be so low? Are they thinking that was a mirage?
Cavs were good, but
they got Charlotte Hornets at 37.5.
In the Hornets.
And these guys don't miss. Like, these are Vegas odds.
We'll probably switch spots with the Hornets. They have 43 wins last year. We had 37.
Pacers are 43.5.
Plus the play-in, I think, to the Hawks, right? Yeah, to the Hawks.
Yeah.
So that's 1, 2.
Yo, I don't want to face the Hawks right now.
I don't either.
It's gonna be a Christmas game.
Probably.
They got the Bulls 1 game above us. Washington.
You know what? We'll probably get Boston on Christmas.
Philly's 51, so that's 6.
They're gonna sell the Tatum Brown thing.
Brooklyn is fucked up because Brooklyn is messed up because they got 55.5. They
did it with Harden and all those. I mean, Kyrie and KD.
Right. The Milwaukee Bucks at 54. So this is actually looking like we're like an 8.
Yeah, we'll be that 8, 9, 10 range. I don't think we're out of it unless an injury happens or something like that.
Yeah, I was about to say unless injuries, right? So we still have Randall and all this, right?
Shoot, man.
Yeah.
You see, now looking at this, now I'd be upset if next year we have a bad year.
Let me ask you guys, since you guys, I don't get a chance to, chop it up with you guys. How do you guys feel about Randall? Are you guys a Randall fan, or you guys like get him out of here too?
Does he bounce back this season or what?
I'm not necessarily a Randall fan. We both side at the same time.
All you can do is side with this guy. That's all you can do now, bro.
I'm not a big Randall guy.
Me neither.
I think he's a good player, but it's all about fit. And if you're telling me that Hartenstein's going to be the center, I think he's a better fit with Randall, and then that'll help flow better. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll be a nicer rhythm to the game. And I also think he's going to help Jalen Brunson. I think he's like, you're going to see a lot of Hartenstein at the top of the key with the ball, dribble handoffs, pick handoffs. And he's going to be able to find guys in the corner because I don't know if you guys saw Clippers games.
I did.
He found Luke Kennard all the time. He was like, that was his guy. Like, he would do the dribble handoff, and if he didn't hand it off, take a couple of dribbles, and he would be the guy just spewing it out to the shooters. And Luke Kennard was major beneficiary to. Oh my God! They just showed a picture of the girl that Miles Bridges beat the hell up off.
I'm gonna check that out.
Bro, let me ask you. She looks weird. Like she's not like a girl type. She looks like a prostitute.
Let me ask you. Does LaVine? If we was to get, let's say we hypothetically got LaVine.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. No, let's say we did a sign and trade. and they asking for RJ.
We getting a chip. We getting. Oh, sorry.
No,
Go
but like I
ahead.
told you, it wouldn't be like on their terms. It would be like a facilitation type deal. It wouldn't be like,
I'll give you
hey,
this.
you want him because he could just sign. You know, if they
Mhm.
want to be stupid about it, like if it's up to the person, man. If they don't want to be there, they don't want to be there. Like it's like
No,
when you break up with your girl, bro. Sometimes you want to break up with your girl, and she don't let you, and you and you're like, yo, man, I don't want to be with you no more. And she's like, no, but this. She won't let you leave the house. She start crying. You know what I'm
Sounds like a
saying?
personal story there, Eddie.
Nah, but that's the way it be, bro. That's the way it be, man. Not me, man. I've been married for about 25 years, man. I don't even know what a girlfriend's
Congratulations.
like no more.
Congratulations.
yeah, I don't know, man. I really want LaVine, man. Now I think about it. Now that Eddie brought it up,
Don't get your hopes up, bro. I think this is it.
right? You're right. Because
Don't
tomorrow,
even do
by
it.
tomorrow when we wake up tomorrow, we're gonna see LaVine stay in Chicago, and that's gonna be all over.
Well, if we
Yeah.
get Zach LaVine, there's gonna be a lot of moonwalking.
Mm-hmm.
There's gonna be a
That
lot of moonwalking,
that
yo.
ain't happening, fellas. If the Murray thing didn't happen, Levine ain't happening.
If the who, the what?
The Murray thing.
Deontay, I ain't mad. I ain't even sweating that Murray thing. Like
I
That was
would
the
have loved
hottest we had
to have
gotten to
gotten
another
Murray.
player in a while.
Yeah, I would have loved to have gotten a Murray. I can't lie.
I would have liked Murray on the team. I'm not saying that. I'm just the value wasn't there for me. The value of giving up all them picks for that guy is not that. Nah, I'm not
Yo,
with that.
the question is, the funny that nobody I don't hear too many people talk about. What did the Spurs get? They just want that expiring contract, Gallinari.
Yeah,
That's
he's
all.
gone already.
All right, so somebody made this great point.
He's gone already.
Yeah,
Somebody made this great point.
brought him out. I
We
figured.
traded the 11th pick, right? Usman Dang, a guy hasn't stepped a foot in the basketball court, right? I'm a Dang fan, but
Me
he
too.
hasn't stepped a foot on the basketball court. And the New York Knicks got 3 first-round protected picks from Oklahoma City.
Mm-hmm. But they
And
made
DeJounte Murray, the Hawks gave away 3 picks, be it 2 unprotected and a pick swap. So, you know what I'm saying? Like we got 3 picks for our draft pick, and they got 4 picks for DeJounte Murray. So like the value isn't there for me. I don't know what y'all think about that, but if you get 3 picks for somebody that never even played before and probably is not going to be playing until 2 years from now, and you got DeJounte Murray who was an all-star and you're giving 4 picks for that guy, there's something up. Like that's
You mean like there's a reason the Spurs traded him?
no, there's a reason the Spurs traded him, but I'm just saying that you're giving up more picks. You're giving up picks for DeJounte Murray, and the Knicks organization got 3 picks for their draft pick.
Usman Dang, right?
So as an organization, like how can you not like what they did in that instance?
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm just
When you comparing the two, because DeJounte Murray is an all-star.
right. And they got 4. They got 4 for a guy who played for about 5-6 years. Right.
And we got 3 for a guy that hasn't even stepped on
He
the court.
didn't play yet. Just off of a team that had about 20 first-round picks. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know
Yeah,
what
but
you mean.
ours are heavily protected though that we got. You know what I mean?
No, I put that premise out there, right? Like I put that premise, but still, it's like we got pretty good value for that draft pick.
And
Yeah,
and
I
what,
hear
and
you.
what are they all mid rounds if they at best?
Who?
The
Well,
picks.
the Detroit, like we've helped Detroit get better. We might get Detroit's pick to 2024. If Detroit becomes a playoff team in 2024, it's like top 16 or something like that, or you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And what's the other team? Washington Wizards. Washington Wizards. They just signed Bradley Beal. They're gonna want to win. They
Right.
just traded for Monte Morris and what's the other guy named?
Will Barton.
Well, yeah, man, they getting better. They got all the guys there, Kuzma. They
They
got
got
everybody there, man. They could be better than us.
that's another team we didn't even mention. Johnny Davis. They might be all right. They need a point guard. Who they
I'm
got?
looking up. I'm looking up their thing right now.
They might be all right. Still got KP over there. They might be
34 and
all
a
right.
half
They still have
wins. Well,
Porzingis. I
we're
forgot
looking like
about
we
him.
should be better, but
You said
maybe
what,
they
coach?
might switch up.
I forgot they had Porzingis.
They
That
got
was like the
Porzingis
end of the
over there.
year.
They might be all right, man. I forgot all about them. Bradley Beal probably coming back healthy. He sat out. I think he sat out for the bottom half of the season. They picked the direction already, so they know what they're doing, I guess. So yeah, they might want to win. You see, he opted in. So yeah, I forgot they don't have no point guard too.
Have they announced the summer league roster already, or you guys?
Yeah,
Ours?
pick one.
Our summer league roster is not good this year, bro.
Yeah, I'm not really excited. I'm only looking for Deuce. I'm only looking for Deuce and Grimes, yo.
Yeah, it's not good this year.
But I'm not rushing home to see it. I'll probably watch a replay. I'm not really.
Yeah, I might be watching summer league for the other guys this year.
Nah,
Right.
I'm gonna be watching my team. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
watching
that's
my
not like
team.
the point is. I don't have no. I would have loved to have seen Deng. If I got to see Deng play alongside Deuce and Grimes, I'd have been like,
yeah, Jang would have been fun, man.
Yeah,
I want to see Grimes, see if he worked on his handles. You know what I'm saying? Because if he go out there, breaking ankles, whoo, it's a wrap. It's a wrap for.
I feel comfortable with Deuce and Grimes. I don't need to see him.
Yeah.
I know who they are already. Yeah,
I don't really need to see him.
You're right about that. I do want to see Kills though. I want to see Kills and I want to see Montero.
I'm not a fan of Kills or Montero.
I'm not picking Kills, yo. For some reason, I'm just not picking
Kills.
I like both of them. Maybe not Montero, but
I don't like
Montero.
Kills. Montero might take the worst shots I've ever seen a basketball player take.
Yeah, he nutty, huh?
He's a nut. It's like he thinks it's like a Nick Young heat check, bro. Like he just does most.
You think he like Curry, right? He thinks he's like Curry and shit.
He thinks he's Curry, but he can't shoot. He shoots like 10% from 3. It's like terrible. But you know what it is?
He's got like bucket though.
He's got this nasty handle,
yeah.
And so he like, he's the best ball handler on the team by far. So he'll come across half, and then the other team will start doubling him. And so instead of just making an easy pass, he'll dribble through 3 people.
He'll split the pick and go
right to the pick. Go to the basket, and they have a 10 cents finish. You know what I mean? The ball will go to like row 3 or something like that. He misses, like it's bad. Like he's basically a street baller. I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, it's not cap. Watch him play, bro.
Should only play like 1 game in summer league, and then the other 2 should probably.
If anyone thinks I'm lying, just watch a Dean Montero game. Don't even watch his highlights. Watch it. His overtime elite games are available on YouTube. Watch him.
I've never seen him play.
Just watch
I like Kills. I just like because of his body type.
Watch one game of Jean Montero. You can be like,
he sucks.
We're gonna see him. We're gonna see him next week, though.
Maybe there's a huge difference next year. Who knows? But I'm a pass on that.
Yeah. Besides that, that's it. There ain't nothing really look at.
Yeah, he's a speedy guard. That's about it. I see some Ish Smith in him. I don't know.
See if we got any more breaking news. That might be it for tonight.
I mean, I like. That's who I'm looking forward to. I'm a McBride fan, man. I'm not even gonna say and lie. I just want to see the guy get plugged in already.
Yeah, I like McBride.
Like they're not comfortable with McBride, or else they wouldn't have drafted both Kills and Montero.
Yeah, I find that pretty weird.
I just think that Kills is somebody that you can play with everybody on the roster. Like Kills, if he becomes a good player per se, like he's somebody that you can play with quickly in the backcourt. You know what I'm saying? He's somebody that you can play with Grimes, and he can play the 1. You know what I'm saying? He's you can put him in both guard spots, and he can help everybody in that sense. I'm not saying that he might be on the team because I don't know if he'll be that good, but as a flyer, I think he's all right. Like, I'll give him a shot.
You guys hear about Rokas Jokovitis not playing in summer league either?
Yeah, he had like some ear surgery.
Yeah.
He ain't coming here, bro.
Yeah, they need to just trade him. I mean, what's the point? What's the point, man?
He can go in that Zach LaVine trade.
Yep. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
You saw that? Yeah, he put the link in the chat. Cool.
Yeah,
Rokas ain't coming, bro.
Yeah, I ain't crazy, but I mean, I like Rokas, but I'm not crazy. I'm just not getting my hopes. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to expect with this team, man.
But that's just another draft and stash that we never routed over. Just another wasted pick. That's all I'm saying. Like, if you're not gonna play the guy, get rid of him.
That's not a wasted pick though, Sub, because we gave a pick to get the 2. So we ended up taking somebody to come in and play, and then we took a flyer on somebody overseas. So, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I guess he means wasted in the sense that we can't use him right now.
I guess in that sense, Yeah, he's not usable, but we can use Deuce, right? So we
Because-
still got to pick.
Yeah, because we right now this team sucks. I think we kind of need whatever we
Talent.
get right now.
We're in talent acquisition mode.
Yeah, I think.
Did you see Lou Dort's contract? Somebody just said Kill has Lou Dort body. How about Lou Dort, huh?
What did
It
he
was
get?
like
17
85
mil a
million.
year. Yeah,
Yeah,
17 a year.
man. That was awesome for him, man.
Good for him.
That's good for him. Yeah, man.
I'll keep it at that.
Yeah, that's good for him. I'm happy for him, bro. That
I wanted Lou Dortz too, man.
unsigned guy.
Now, it
Okay.
wouldn't shock me if he's on the trading block.
Right, I figure they value him. You know,
Yeah.
certain.
Yeah,
Especially when they get all
Oklahoma
those
City
wings.
does that. Like they give contracts to guys and build them up in their system where they just want to score, and then
Look better than
boom.
they are, and then they
Right,
trade them. Yeah.
right,
I could see.
right.
I could see someone because 17 million isn't terrible money wise. You know,
A lot of good picks though.
That's what we paid Fournier.
right? And so you can say, you know what, we'll give you a 48 type and a second round pick. It could be like some Lakers team or something that does it. You know, that's what he's gonna get because they just drafted all those wings. They drafted like 3 wings in that draft.
Yeah, who else? In the draft that just passed, right? They both drafted both Williams, Jalen Williams,
And Jeng,
and Jang. They got Jang from us. Yeah,
that's 2 wings, and
shit.
the other Jalen's a big.
He's a big. Yeah. And
So now they have.
it
Their
was
roster's weird,
What'd you think about Jalen Williams? Because I gave
He's
Who's Mark crap because he was on his jock.
Which one? Which one, Eddie?
the
for Santa
Santa
Clara.
Clara way, the first guy.
Yeah, the Santa
wing, yeah.
Clara guy. Maybe you know more about him than I do.
He would actually not been a bad pick for us at 11 if you wanted like a because he you know what it is he's probably going to be in the starting lineup sooner rather than later because he's 21. He's only good at like he's good at a few things at the NBA level. He's got the size. He's a really good pick and roll ball handler. He's a good shooter. He's a good athlete. He's got good wingspan. The only issue is that he came out late. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a Duarte's situation where he came out like his last year when he was 22 years old, and people were like, "Well, how do we know that's going to translate?" It's kind of the same thing with Jalen Williams.
Like Obi did.
I guess, yeah, I guess, but not as extreme, because Obi was Player of the Year. It's more like, oh, this guy's like going to be an NBA player kind of thing. Because Duarte wasn't before he was a senior, wasn't scouted to be in the NBA.
Mhm.
Jalen Williams before this year wasn't scouted to be in the NBA.
So if you think who'd be a better NBA player at the end of the day, Chris Duarte or Jalen Williams?
Probably Duarte. He's already done it.
Right.
Duarte got a year in. I mean,
He's a
Duarte's
year in,
pretty
yeah.
good, man.
He's actually pretty good, yeah.
I wasn't really crazy about him until I seen.
I'm gonna hold my opinion then. I'm gonna have to.
I will say, don't be surprised if Jalen Williams averages like 10 points a game this year. Like that wouldn't shock me.
He has I was about to say G Robinson. He has a long wingspan.
Yeah, that wouldn't shock me if he's
Well,
averaged 10
that's
points a game or something.
Okay.
So it's not. It
I'll
was
give
a
him a
weird
shot.
pick. I'll give you that. It was a weird pick for them because they just took Jang.
I'll
I'm
give
like-
him a shot. I was just mad. I'm just mad at Who's Mark because he be talking so much crap.
Well, what
He was
is
right on that one.
He could
do you
be.
think
He
that
could
Jalen-
be, but I was just mad at him. So I was like, I was just whatever, bro.
Being all defensive,
Not defensive, offensive.
offensive. All right.
Well,
You know what? Williams came out really late because he really came out in the combine.
right. But then his stock kind of went better than expected, didn't it? No.
Yeah, during the workouts.
Yeah.
It was like he was supposed to be second round undrafted coming
Right.
in, and then his combine was exceptional, and he jumped up to the first round, jumped up to the lottery. So
I was surprised. I was happy for it, man. A few guys jumped. I was like, wow.
that always and Dalen Terry was the other one I think.
Dylan Terry went to.
We were talking,
Jalen
yeah,
Terry.
we were talking about him for a minute though, like jumping up the board.
Yeah, my Chicago friend. He don't know. No, he likes him. He went
He'll
to
be
the
good.
Bulls, I think.
Good. He could duplicate what Lonzo did a little bit.
Yeah, good defender, could play make. Yeah, guy makes a
Big.
good pass.
He's like Lonzo size, 6'6", 6'7", or something.
Yeah, right. He's not the best shooter though, right?
He can't shoot.
Not really the best shooter. Right, but he's a good fundamentals, good play, good passer off the screen, and
Well, that's what we were saying. We were saying why get Dyson Daniels at 8 or 9 when you go get Jalen Terry, Dalen Terry for the same kind of style of play at 23, 21.
I guess because Dyson 10, it's probably the length, probably a little bit more tall. I don't know.
No, they're the same measurements.
Yeah, I think he's more
He's
refined.
younger.
He's
He's
more
younger.
refined too. Yeah.
He's still
'Cause
growing and stuff.
Dalen Terry's pretty raw. So I mean, so is Dyson Daniels, but
But I was really high on. I'm really high on Dyson Daniels, to be
I mean,
honest.
I'm pretty high.
And
I like
he went to a perfect place. They
Yeah,
can
he's
use
good.
him. They can use him in New
Nah,
Orleans.
Spurs.
I think Sohan went to the perfect spot.
Yeah,
Sohan, I was high on Sohan too.
that was
Yeah.
my
That's what I'm
guy.
saying. It was like all my guys, they were gone before we were able to pick. Like I wasn't really a big what's the Johnny Davis fan, but I was big on Sohan. I was big on Dyson Daniels.
Yeah,
I wasn't a big Matherin guy.
I liked him. I wasn't big.
And
on
Ivy was the apple of my eye. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have given up everything for Ivy. I would have, in State's words, I would have given up God. Did you guys watch the podcast of Die Hard and
today. Yeah, it was pretty.
Yo,
I was telling Sub
it
about
was crazy, son.
I had never seen Ebru that mad, but it was kind of
He
funny.
was tight.
It was hilarious. If anybody in the chat watched it was hilarious. I mean, I'm not trying to promote nothing but Ebru was like,
Hey, man, come on, man.
Positivity.
He was giving them the business.
Yeah.
He was giving them the business.
We all supporters of our Knicks podcasters. You know what I'm saying? We just trying to spread the love. Like, all right, go check out their show. Go check out their show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if y'all wasn't there already.
But it's like what a lot of Knick fans do. You know what I'm saying?
And what's that?
They just say things that from their heart, but they don't have facts to back it up. They're very opinion based. You know what I'm saying? And they just, they say things because that's the way they feel, or they hear other people saying it.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to have a debate about something, you have to have facts and you have to talk from a point of reference. You can't just go out and say blase, blase, blah, and this and this and that, and then don't have any point of reference to back up any part of your argument. Like you can disagree on points, and that's what a debate is, right? You can say, okay, I like this move, or what we fight about every single day. I like what the organization does compared to I don't like what the organization does. You know what I'm saying? But if you have facts to base your arguments on, you can say whatever you want. You can choose both sides. You can say, I don't like what the organization does, or I do like what the organization does.
And your reasons why, yeah.
And your reasons why. You just can't say what was said, Fournier is garbage. I don't want him on my team. You just can't go out and say that. You know what I'm saying? You come out and you say, there's a lot of deficiencies that said player has, and I would rather have a defensive-minded two guard to play with Jalen Brunson. You know what I'm saying? But you come out your neck, he's garbage, or he's this and that. You know what I'm saying? And then the other person comes out with the facts. He made the most 3-pointers in Knicks history. And mind you, and I'm just gonna point out this, mind you, the whole year having no type of relationship with Julius Randle, the playmaker that he was playing with the whole year. Right. Because it was basically Julius Randle giving him the ball for threes. You know what I'm saying? He was doing that while having the worst relationship that you can have with a player, or a bad relationship with a player on the team. So you have to even cut him some slack there. Like, he was still like, yo, man, you imagine playing with somebody that you hate and you guys are the ones making the plays all the time? Like, how would you feel? You know what I'm saying? Like, how would you feel? So that's all it is, man. You just gotta, whatever stance you take, because me, I'm not here to say you're wrong by saying that the organization is wrong, or the organization sucks. Okay, that's your opinion, but you have to have the facts to say what have they done that has been bad. If you say
they did a lot bad.
Okay, there's a lot bad. So if you're gonna get into the debate, right?
Mhm.
Because I'm not gonna get into the debate right now because
No, I know what you mean.
I'm
Like,
donezo, right? But
don't
if you're
just
gonna take that stance, right,
right,
have the facts to back it up.
right,
So then when the other person takes the other stance, you guys can have a good debate, a good conversation about it.
right. You have to have at least have the proof because I know what you mean. Some people just say things that they don't like because they just don't like, and that's kind of like unfair to the argument. So it's like because you have to ask them, okay, well, if you don't like him, what would you do? Who would you trade him for, or what don't you like about him? You got to be specific. People just, I mean,
So who's next on the chopping block? You think it's gonna be Cam, or you think it's gonna be D Rose, or you think it's gonna be
probably
Fournier?
whoever's easiest to move. And I think D Rose might be easy to move if the Bucks like him, but I don't know. I know
You
the
think
Knicks are looking for office for Cam, but
you,
which is kind
you
of
think
stupid.
they take away Tibbs' favorite? You know what I'm saying? He's been with Tibbs for forever. You know what I'm saying? From Chicago to Minnesota to New York. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think they do D Rose like that, or do you think they would keep him just because of that relationship?
I don't know what they would do because D Rose is on an expiring contract, so that's money that they can probably use next year if they don't trade him. Meanwhile, the person that I would pick would be Cam Reddish because he's coming up on a contract.
Hmm.
So are you willing to pay a person who thinks he's worth X amount of money, and he has no role on the team right now? Because if the Knicks would have thought of him as a small forward, the way we all thought, even I think he's a small forward, right? Like think,
Yeah.
right,
Hmm.
like a perfect prototypical small forward, right?
That's what I
Yep.
think, right.
I don't know the reasons why. I really don't. But the Knicks don't look at him as a small forward. The Knicks look at him as a power forward,
They look at
and
RJ as more of a three than a Cam.
right? So then, if that's the case, he has no role on this team.
Right. To him, he's another big guard. I don't know, man. The Knicks, I don't know. I don't know if it's the
And
position.
his name just rings bells. Like there's a lot of people that you say Cam Reddish, and their eyes perk up, and he's a sexy name. He's a sexy guy. So if he has value like that to other teams in the league, then why not get something for him? That's the reason why they traded the pick for him because the pick has his name rings bells compared to that Charlotte pick.
Hmm.
Yeah, but if
So
RJ's in the starting unit and he's running the small forward, then you no longer have a Cam running, with the second unit. Who's our small forward with the second unit?
well, at this point in time, it looks like it's
Wow.
Quentin Grimes, yeah.
That's
Because if
stupid.
Derrick Rose is here, he's going to be playing with Quick on the back in the backcourt, and Quentin Grimes might be swinging between the 2 and the 3, depending on
And if
you know
there's an injury, to one of those, then
if,
what?
if there's an injury. Well, if you give away Quentin Grimes, you have to. They like Ferran Hunt a lot. You also have McBride there, so McBride can slide in and play either of the guard positions. Um, and you can go from there.
That's what I'm saying. You're kind of playing people out of positions at that point when we already have a guy at his natural position. I wouldn't do that. That's kind of the hole in our roster spot we need right now is to get another small forward just to have depth.
If you want to win
I,
now,
I'm with you. I'm with you
Because,
there. I'm with
yeah,
you there.
because
I
this
just
is a
don't know
wing.
if they look at him like that. I don't
This
think
is a wing driven league. You know what I'm saying? And we can't be short on wings. We need to have more wings than less. You know what I'm saying?
right? I would think if they want to win now, that gives them depth. I mean, I don't. I was gonna say I don't understand the teams what they're
the
thinking.
the premise of the reason why Cam Reddish comes up is because of the contract situation.
Yeah.
The contract situation is the most important part to his story because he wants a contract, and we got to pay RJ too. They both came out the same year. Obviously RJ is our prime um our priority, and I don't know if the Knicks are willing to give him a contract. That's that. So you get the asset, and he might help you offload Fournier. He might help you get another draft pick to get for a big trade. He can do a lot of things for you, not necessarily on the court, but as an asset.
Right.
But I agree with you on the premise of the wings. Like I agree with that part.
Yeah,
But
because
it's just organization. If they don't feel it's the organization's call.
Yeah, I'm a little lost on that. And then, but then months later, you'll see all the team feels that they need a wing. You'll see things like that, rumblings about.
Well, he said it himself last year. We need shooters and wings, shooters and wings. You know what I'm saying? Like we still never addressed that wing position.
Right. According to Tibbs, we did because he's also said, "Oh, we have our team already in on play camp." I don't know who we looked at as a wing. I'm just like kind of like lost.
Yeah, but we got rid of Burks and that opened up that spot.
Yeah, I see a bunch of big guards over there. That's all I see.
We only got 2 wings on the roster right now.
That's what I'm getting at.
It's Cam and RJ.
That's it.
Yep.
That's a conundrum. I can't front. That's a conundrum.
It killed us last year, right? It was like our only perimeter defender, wing defender, was RJ last year.
Right.
But he has to be available though.
He's
That's
available, but it's like I don't know.
He gets hurt. He got hurt. He got hurt when we needed him.
You talking about Cam? Right?
No, I'm talking about RJ. I was talking about RJ.
Oh no, I was talking about Cam.
Yeah, RJ was like our only wing defender last year. So Cam, yeah.
One thing with RJ is at the most he's only 6'7". I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. I always think about certain guys. I think about if the team wants to win now, I just think about guys like Tatum and Giannis that's out there. I don't see no one on this team like putting in front of them. I don't see no one that you could even put to even at least slow him down.
That's why I wanted Murray, but I guess
DeJounte or Keegan? Which Murray?
DeJounte. But I guess it's Cam, right? I guess the assumption is that Cam is gonna step up to the way we think he can actually play. Because
to guard Giannis though?
No, not Giannis, but like a Tatum.
Like Tatum, yeah.
Who guards Tatum on this team?
Right.
RJ does.
Like people would probably say because
RJ always guards Tatum.
Who guards Brown?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like people will probably bring up the first
grind time.
Well, Fournier was the one guarding.
Yeah, he got destroyed.
There's no really guarding him. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, who guards?
No, but I'm gonna check you guys out later, bro. I'm gonna be out, man. I got some things I gotta do before I gotta go to sleep.
All right,
man.
Eddie. See,
thanks a lot, fellas, man. Talk to you guys later. See you later, coach.
See you.
Peace.
Yeah, I like wonder about that because if we talk about this division stuff and this like the teams in our division got these big wings that we have no answer for right now.
Right, I've been looking at that for like years now.
Yeah.
You still got KD out there, who's probably still going to be in the East. Maybe, who knows?
Like we definitely got Harden.
What you say?
We have Harden now.
Yeah, Harden.
Yeah, those guys are just gonna get their points regardless. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta contest those shots. You know what I'm saying? Make it a little more difficult for them. You know what I'm saying? Because you just gotta let them exhaust themselves and dribble the ball.
Well, we know
that. Waste the shot clock and just make it difficult. Nothing really else you can do.
We know that, but it's just that when you have bodies to throw at guys, it helps. Celtics have the luxury of they had a Tatum. Tatum did pretty well on KD.
He's one of the best defenders in the league.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like a guy like that. I mean, it's a plus that he can score. He's an elite wing, but just the defense alone was great on KD. And just guys that you could throw on him, Grant Williams.
Guys like Harden, though, you know what I'm saying? I'm putting Deuce and pressing him at 94 feet to make it difficult for him. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole time. But then, like you said, throw a different body at him. You know what I'm saying?
I see RJ step up when he plays Harden. I will say that. I would throw Grimes on him. I'd have Grimes probably harass him all game.
Mm-hmm.
I would throw Deuce in there too. Yeah, I mean, I would throw what I have. So yes, I agree with you.
If you look at I think it was like game 3 or something of the finals. It was game 3 or game 4. The tallest player in both starting lineups was 6'8".
Yeah,
right. It was like Otto Porter was the tallest guy out of all 10 starters, and I'm like, all right, that's like the exception, I guess. But the league is trending more towards these 6'6" to 6'9" guys who can guard 3 positions, and I'm like, we still are lacking in that compared to the rest of the teams in this division. Because if you look at what like Toronto's doing, it's like Van Vliet and then a bunch of 6'9" guys, right?
8, 6'9", right?
Yeah. And then for us, it's like we got smaller with this free agency, or I guess we got bigger with Hartenstein, but it's like we didn't shore up that perimeter, switchable,
Right.
can guard 2-3-4, guard forward. We didn't that swingman. We didn't upgrade the swingman. We don't have another swingman, and I don't know. It does bug me a little bit, especially since now we are starting Brunson heavy minutes, who needs the help. Because if you look at that Mavs team, it was him, and then literally four swingmen, right? It was like him, Dinwiddie, Finney-Smith, Bullock, and Kleber. Those are all swingmen, except him and Dinwiddie. So I'm like, who were like, where's our Maxi Kleber? Where's our Finney-Smith? Where are those guys? Because if you don't have them, it bites in the butt.
Yeah, like we don't have a Dorian Finney, you know, 6'8", 6'9", however the hell tall he is. Just we need something like that. It's like we don't have any of anything. I would hope they prioritize that now. I mean, I figured you found Brunson, you found your guard who they like.
Got good depth at the center. I think we're all happy with the Hartenstein move.
Also depth at the center. I guess you could say we're kind of good at the power forward position. You know, I guess you could say we're pretty good there.
We're good there. We're between Obi and Randall.
Because Randall, you know, he's solid. He doesn't get hurt. You know what I'm saying?
No Taj in there, and
But then that 3-4, that 2-3 is like it's a whole bunch.
Because they're all 6'5".
Right.
Yeah, the big guards. It's like the big body guards. Like I mean, I don't know. I just don't see it with the big guards.
Yeah. Remember that's why when we had Bullock, you know what I'm saying, he was that guy, you know what I'm saying, the defender on the wing who just pop trays. We need even if we find who's available, like I don't know, I gotta look into that.
I mentioned some guys, but I mean they're pretty much gone. Like coach said, they're gone, man. I mean, we have Cam. I would think the smart thing to do is to keep him and just probably just look to maybe add another wing, you know, clear up some space. I don't think we're getting LaVine, but if you're gonna get rid of Fournier or Rose, you clear up some space. I probably would try to get like a wing or two on the. I'm not gonna say on the cheap, but just.
What about Josh Jackson? Would you consider him a wing, or would you consider him a
cheap? He's still in Detroit.
He's undrafted. I mean, he hasn't got picked up yet.
Unrestricted. I would get him for the cheap. He's probably cheap. Yeah, I would get him. He's a wing. He played D on the guy. I forgot who coaches the Pistons now, but he played defense. He had a resurgence over there, but that was last year. I don't know about now. But
didn't we want to draft him?
Did they want to draft him? Who they pick?
I think he went third though, so he wasn't in our range.
Was that
the Frank? Was that Frank year? That was Frank, right?
2017.
I don't remember. Chad, do you guys remember? Didn't we want Josh Jackson?
I believe we liked him to an extent. Yeah, we liked him to some degree. I just can't remember what season we liked him.
Oh, he went to the Lakers. Okay, never mind.
Josh went to the Lakers.
Oh, he went to the Lakers. Okay.
That's probably a good pickup for them. You know, they're looking to retool their lineup. They got a lot of wings, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, look who picked him up though. That tells you right there that he was a solid pickup if the Lakers picked him up. You know what I'm saying?
Have some type of liking for him, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have enough. Do we have? I mean, he won't leave, but Otto Porter.
Yeah, I figured he wouldn't leave. I saw him on there. I looked at. I saw his name, but I'm like, I just stopped looking. I'm like, he just
won. With Gary Payton, he ain't leaving either.
Oh, Gary Payton's more of a point guard, shooting guard, combo guard.
Yeah, he's more of he mostly guards those. He guards that position. So yeah.
Yeah.
He guards the 2 and the 1. Brings pretty much hell when you go. You know, he's a nightmare. Whoever he guards. I like him, but we have a him already in Grimes that can shoot and quickly.
We don't have that athleticism at neither one of those positions in the backcourt though. So he would bring that element as far as fast breaks and playing the passing lanes and getting those.
There's a guy like him though. Josh Okogie, who's 6'4", but I don't want him if we have. I changed my mind on Josh Okogie. Yeah, he's only 6'4". He's a good defender, but I don't know. I don't think Minnesota's gonna match. I don't know.
Derrick Jones.
I mentioned him too. That's a guy with like 7 foot wingspan, 8 foot, whatever it is.
He plays big. Yeah, he plays big.
He's big. He only 6'6". I like him. I say him every time.
Well, I said we have him on the roster already. Darren Hunt or whatever his name is. Yeah, whatever his name is.
My thing is, established 1993. I feel like we're gonna end up with was it the defense? I can't say was it Defenzo, and I feel like we're gonna end up with him for the cheap or forever what, and I feel like we're gonna end up with Tony Snell. I just got a feeling we're gonna end up with Tony Snell.
Someone like that, right? It's gonna be someone like that.
Yeah, it's gonna be a wing you just catches you out of nowhere. Not a good. I mean, I'm not gonna say Tony Snell's a bad player. He'll be serviceable for defending the position. I'll give him that. He can guard the position, but
Bring in one of Tibbs' old guys. What you're
one of
saying?
these old guys, it's just that's what Tibbs will want. I can see that happening, and that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it for free agency. We got our point guard, and that's the end of it. Wrap it up, and that's it. See,
Yeah, that's why I was so bugged out about the draft.
right, because that would have been Usman Deng. How good is Usman Deng on defense? Is he good?
Yeah, it's all potential for him.
It's all potential, right? Yeah, he has defense. Because I remember somebody saying to me, he's like, no, he can't defend. Tibbs will hate him. I'm like, as far as I'm concerned, from watching the kid, I thought I saw defensive potential in him.
He's a ball of clay, both sides.
Yeah, he can shoot. I didn't. Yeah, exactly. He's
huge. He's like 6'11".
Yeah, about 6'11". That's a small forward right there that you could have drafted, and then you could have said next year,
6'10".
okay, we don't want to draft anymore, and you still could have freed up the cap. I know you didn't talk about it, Coach, but
when we took Jang and the trade wasn't announced, I was like, you know what, this front office might have a little bit of chutzpah, because for a guy like Jang, we could have just put him in Westchester for the year.
I forgot about that. Yeah, you could have.
Because you could have said, you know what, we're gonna put him in Westchester for the year. We'll get him acclimated with coming to the States and our system, and we'll rely on Cam and RJ, and then when he's ready, he'll come in.
I was gonna ask you, do you think so you're saying they put him in the G League, but do you think they put him on a two-way or just not right away?
No, they'd sign him and everything, but they'd let him chill there for a little bit.
Right. Yeah, let him see how he does down there, right?
Yeah, because he's like 18 or 19, so it's like, who cares?
Yeah, exactly. He's young. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I guess like Eddie said, they don't want no more projects. They might have felt like I hated that. I really wanted that guy. That's one of the wings I wanted. One of the guys I wanted.
Yeah, he's got some skill, and he wants to be in the States, which is rare for international players. Because a lot of them, they're like, I don't want to leave home. He's like, no, I want to be in America. Like, I'm ready to go, which is rare. And I think that's why OKC was like, you know what, we're gonna take him, and they can let him play because they have nothing to lose. Yeah, so he'll just get live NBA minutes, and if he sucks, he sucks, and if he's good, he's good. They don't care. They just want to see what he can do.
I mean, they gave up 3 first-round picks to see what this kid is, and no one's talking about that. You know what I'm saying?
So I do know this is all conjecture, but I forgot who said it. It was someone. It was either Barlow or no, it wasn't Barlow. It was Russillo. It was Ryan Russillo. Jang got on people's radars because he was in a New Zealand league and it wasn't very good.
Right. Yeah,
and then COVID, and then he was sick and all that stuff.
Right.
But he got like on people's radars when he came to the States for like a vacation, and he played in like the pickups with like the pros.
Right.
And he just like, he didn't dominate, but he did well enough where people were like, who's that kid? And then they started watching him. Yeah, he was carving up NBA players in the open runs, and they were like, wait, who's this kid? So
sounds familiar, right, Sub?
What's that?
So it sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Yep.
Sounds like Bo Cruz. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, it was one of those where I was like, yeah, he was carving up these dudes. I like Jang. I thought he would have been a good pick. I even would have been okay with taking Jalen Williams at 12 or 11 or whatever our pick was. I forget. And so, you know what? He's kind of boring. He's low ceiling, but he probably come in and be a 3-and-D guy for us, which we surely need.
You know what it is like, you're a coach, you did watch a lot of film and stuff like that, and just to put in all that work and then come out empty-handed is like, damn.
2 years in a row now, bro.
Yeah.
Except for the last year too.
You mean coming out empty-handed on like what we wanted?
On draft day. Just
exactly.
Doing weird stuff.
Man, I don't know, man. I'm still on question mark with this team, man. It's kind of like frustrating. That's why.
I think the Brunson move it's just weird. Something's weird about it. I don't think anybody's doubting his talent. I think pretty much every Knicks fan is on board with him being a good player, and I think that's an accurate assessment. But the whole thing just rubs people the wrong way. I don't know. It's just like we did all this work for Jalen Brunson. Not
Right.
that like he's not a bad player. He's gonna be good. But it's like, yo, we did all that for him. That just
What,
bugs me the wrong way.
what are we waiting for though? Who are you waiting for? Are you waiting for Kyrie Irving to come over? I mean,
I don't think Knicks had a backup plan. I think that's what it is. There's no
Yeah.
backup plan. They liked Murray. They had interest in Murray too, but there was no backup plan. Yeah, they were sold on Brunson. Like the front office was sold on Brunson. They were sure they had him in pocket.
well, they got his pop, so for sure, you know what I'm saying. For sure, they are talking. You know what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Talking at dinner or whatever. Like, yeah, they knew for sure he was coming through. He was coming over, so they didn't need a plan B.
Right.
Yeah. If it was another team, though, you know what I'm saying, and they didn't have the connections like that, then sure, Colin Sexton would have been available. The talks with the Pacers would still been out there. The rumors. I mean,
I just got go ahead. My fault, bro.
no, that's it. You know what I mean? Like the rumors never stop. Knicks for clicks. Everybody and anybody's
Yeah.
connecting to us. You know what I'm saying?
I guess I still got on the court concerns about Brunson. I guess is what it is. We don't run like a lot of his stuff in the most respectful way possible. He's pretty much a system player.
Right.
Like I mean that in a good way. Like he's a talented dude, but like the Mavs version of Jalen Brunson is probably like the best version of Jalen Brunson you're gonna get. And I'm like, we don't run that kind of offense here. We don't got the personnel to run that kind of offense. We don't have a Luka Doncic. Like there's a whole lot of because I've been looking into all the stats and stuff. There's a lot there's a narrative here. There's a lot of stuff here that we can't offer him. And I'm like wondering, I'm sure he'll be fine because he's a smart dude and he's like I said, he's a talented dude, but why did we go through all this trouble, pay him all this money if we're not gonna put him in the best position to optimize what he's good at? Right. It's just my kind of thing because he's not. Yeah, the Mavs run 5 out. They don't run a center. They run Dwight Powell once in a while, but other than that, Kleber plays center for them, and he's a 3-point shooter. We don't have a Luka Doncic. I forget the number, but like Luka Doncic or Jalen Brunson's best field goal percentage are coming from Luka's assists. Like like stuff like we don't have that here.
Well, then that comes down to a Tibbs thing. Then you know what I'm saying.
I guess that's on him. Like that's
Tibbs is in the hot seat after that. If we brought in the players that he needed and he still can't win, then all fingers point to him and he got to go out at that point. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, and Brunson's like a post player, right? He's got like this crazy post footwork, but where's he going to post up? And there's no space on this court.
Right. I'm kind of worried about the fit. That's what I'm saying. I like him, but I'm more so. I just think we need more. I don't know. I don't know. It's different when it's on you. So I feel I don't think attention's going to be on him a lot. I don't know how Randall plays. I mean, I don't know. I just know point guards do point guard things. That's all I know. We don't run no pick and roll here like that.
Yeah, that's the other. I was just gonna say that we don't run like he's a pick and roll guard.
Pick and roll
like
guard.
fully a pick and roll. We don't run pick and roll here.
Even the best guards need to pick and roll. Like we run more ISO here than anything. And I'm just worried about it. I'm very worried.
And on top of that, bro, everybody in the chat, you gotta agree with me here. The Knicks have awful screeners, bro.
Yeah, we don't have. Yeah.
We gotta have the worst screeners in the NBA on this team.
Right. Hartenstein's probably him and Taj probably the best.
Taj is our best screener.
Taj is our best screener. Yeah, and he's not really a pick and roll threat. He's more of probably a pick and pop, or I guess for the guard to create after that. Like that's because I mean, like I said, like even the best guards use screens because it's not like guards are not going to use their energy trying to break somebody down all night. I mean, they need screens to navigate. I mean, I don't know.
And he's a small guy. He needs the screen.
He needs the screen because he's gonna have to get freed up. He's gonna have to get freed up.
Yeah, I'll go crazy. All right.
Yo, y'all rocking, right?
Yeah, we're chilling.
Yeah, I heard somebody say something crazy. I just wanted to jump in real quick.
It's probably me.
Yeah, it was you and Culley talking about the Knicks don't run pick and roll. Y'all bugging.
We do? We run pick and roll?
Yes, the Knicks rank 6th in the NBA and number of pick and rolls ran per game. right? They rank 7th in pick and roll time of possession, and 8th in points scored off pick and roll offense.
So the conversion
Yeah,
rate.
and the source for it is NBA.com. So if you wanna look it up, look up team pick and roll, NBA.com stats for 2021, 2022, and
I'll
it'll
look it
be
up.
there. Stop slamming Randall unnecessarily, bro.
We didn't say
Wait, no, nothing to do with Randall.
Randall.
Y'all see that? Y'all see his avatar? Bim! He's at the bim at the end.
No, we just said we
Yeah,
don't run
boom.
it enough. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like
we run it the 6th most out of 30 teams. Out of 30 teams, we run it the 6th most. Only 5 teams run the pick and roll more than the Knicks, and we sitting here saying that we don't run the pick and roll. Now I agree with Coach Colorblocks. Coach Colorblocks is saying that Jalen Brunson is a pick and roll point guard, and he is, because he's in the 90th percentile of guards that run the pick and roll over the last 2 seasons, right? But he's a perfect fit for us. The reason why we went hot and heavy after him is because though we ran it, the only 5 more teams ran it as much as us, our pick and roll efficiency was not good. And that's why we were hot and heavy after Jalen Brunson.
Well, hold on. I gotta give a little pushback on this because I looked up the stat. We run it a lot, but we're bad at it.
Yeah, because I wonder what's the conversion rate when we do run it.
Yeah, we're in the 38th percentile for pick and roll in terms of getting the points off of them.
Yeah, I figure the conversion rate got to be bad.
Yeah, but our frequency is a lot, so we're top 5 in frequency. We run, or 6 in frequency. 5, my bad, 5. So we run it a ton, but we're not good at it.
That was the point that I was getting at. It's not like Randall hijacks the offense.
Oh no, I agree with that. No, I don't think we were saying that, right?
No, we wasn't saying that. We were just saying we don't. Well, I guess that's the point I should have made. That because I don't see us. Maybe I say we don't run it enough because the conversion rate is not high enough. I don't see us converting off the pick and rolls like that because we don't have pick and roll threats like that. The best screener we have is Taj, and he's almost 40 years. His birthday was the other day. He's almost 40. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I will say this, Freezy. It's like Brunson is good at the pick and roll, at like converting it. You know what I mean? Like he's good at like converting the bucket, but he's not really good at the pass. He's not really good at the roll. He's not that type of passer, you know. Right. So I wonder about that, especially since we don't have the. And it's not an indictment on him. He's just not like that. Like if you watch him play, he gets the screens, and they'll keep screening for him, and then they'll keep screening for him, and if he doesn't have an alley oop, he'll just post up his marker, and then he usually scores on the post up. And I'm wondering, I'm like, where's that spacing coming from? You know what I mean? Like we'll run pick and roll this year with them, and if the other team just drops on and collapses on Mitch, he doesn't have a lob anymore. What's Brunson gonna do when the whole lane is crowded because we have no 3-point shooting? It's just a weird
Well, maybe that's why they brought in that Hartenstein. You know what I'm saying, to
pop.
Kind of pop when you know, or when he kick it out to him in the charity stripe, and then he either pops it or he can make a pass himself. So I don't know. I'm just saying.
Well, I will say, you still there, Freezy? Because I have another question for you.
Go ahead, he's listening.
Okay. Because I'm curious about what you think about this. One thing I've noticed in watching all the Brunson film is he, aside from the pick and roll stuff, he needs a backcourt buddy who's also a primary ball handler. Every time I watched him play, there's always 3 people on the Mavs, and 2 of them are on the court at all times. Luka, Brunson, and Dinwiddie. 2 of the 3 are always on the court at the same time, and those are 3 primary ball handlers. And I'm wondering, like, we only got 1 right now in Brunson. Do you run like a Brunson IQ backcourt? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't run. He needs another dribbler to help him out because he's so small. And so I'm wondering, like, where does that come from? Because a lot of the way he operates is, the pick and roll stuff we just talked about, but also he feeds off that other primary ball handler because he's so good. Because Brunson's pretty good off the ball. I'm like, is it RJ? Do we trust RJ handling the ball at that capacity? IQ could do it, but he's small. Rose, I don't even know he's gonna be on this team. I don't know. It's an interesting kind of thing to think about. And well, Keyshawn, I'm reading your comment. Yes and no. Dinwiddie was trash in the playoffs, but Dinwiddie was good when Doncic was out. So all the times that Brunson was good when Doncic was out was also because Dinwiddie was good when Doncic was out. So there's a correlation there. It's like where's that spacing coming from, and who's the other ball handler on this team who can not beat Luka Doncic, but like who's the diet Luka Doncic on this team?
Probably gonna mess around and be Rose in some spurts. I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, it's an interesting one because I'm like, I don't know who it is. I don't know who it is.
I don't know if it's Rose, if Rose is still here, but that's a good question.
But then defensively, you're kind of screwed up, right? Because the options really are IQ or Rose, but then you're running an IQ Brunson backcourt or an IQ or Brunson Rose backcourt. Yeah.
No, you're right. We don't have that. Yeah. I mean, you're saying in the starting lineup, we don't have a secondary ball handler like it's good, or you mean like that?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Because the Mavs run like 2 primary ball handlers.
Right.
They have 3 of them. They had 3 of them.
They traded Dinwiddie, right, in that Rockets trade?
He was the KP trade.
No, I mean, but did they trade him like after the season was up?
No, he's still there. He's still there.
Okay, so he's probably the secondary ball handler now.
Well, and now they're picking up. They're going to pick up Dragic, so they still want to do 3 primary ball handlers. Yeah.
Right. Okay. No, I see what you're saying. Is Freezy, you still there?
Yeah, but that's Jason Kidd's system, point guard. You know what I'm saying? Hall of Famer, someone who knows how to set guys up. So he wants multiple, people on the floor who can handle the rock. That's not the way Tibbs' style of play is. So they're just gonna have to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And as far as running his system. So,
yeah, I think that's the question, right? It's like, what does that look like?
Yeah. But like we mentioned, though, that's why he brought in. Well, that's what Uncle Freeze said. He brought in this guy who's deadly in the pick and roll. Second ranked, is finishing at the cup, and high IQ. So he'll figure it out. Plus, he got his pops there to be a buffer. You know what I'm saying, between Tibbs and that too. So he can pull him to the sideline and be like, all right, this is what he's asking for. You know what I'm saying, this is what he wants. So this is how we're going to run it. So I think they'll be all right. You know what I'm saying. I think they'll figure it out. There's enough smart people. That was the problem we had. We didn't have high IQ players, running Tibbs' system. We had EP running it. We had Burks playing out of position. I think that we'll be all right. You know what I'm saying, we'll be fine. Yeah. Anything you want to add, Culley, or you still rocking? Or
I think we touched on the bases, man. The team's still a question mark. I hope we're not done with free agency. I hope we're not done making some type of move. I don't want to hear nothing about guys getting signed to the G League team, and I don't care about no undrafted guys right now. I just want to see
You're not getting your Montero jersey, bro?
Yeah, I don't care about no Montero. I want to manifest Zach LaVine getting signed here, and that's about it, man. I know that's not gonna happen, but that's about it, man. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna think about the Knicks every day, yo.
What would you grade the offseason right now?
I like Brunson. I like Brunson, man. I like him. Hartenstein's cool. I gotta say a C, man. I don't know. We didn't draft, so I'm gonna say maybe a C minus, C. I think we got some good pickups, some cool pickups. But I think if we want to win now, I don't know if I don't know. I don't know how good we're gonna be next season. If this is the team, so I'm going with a C minus.
Damn.
Yeah, I got a C minus. Show.
Tough teacher over here. I hate to be in your class.
Yeah.
I'm failing if I'm taking your course.
Yeah, because if you want to win,
Man, we answered the point guard position that hasn't been answered in over 15, 20 years. We go back as far as Raymond Felton to Starberry. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that answer is solidified for the next 4 years. We got a guy who's 25 years old in his prime. You know what I'm saying? That I'm good. I'm giving him, just off that, I don't want to give him an A though, but just off that though, like he has at least a solid B, just for that reason.
Yeah, it's nice to have someone who could dribble with their head up.
Yep, and not pass the rock when they get double teamed or whatever the case may be, get their feathers ruffled and just kick the ball out. Remember Frank Ntilikina used to bring the ball up at half court and just give up the rock.
Okay, so best of worst in the chat. He said, "Bro, no one will make us win." I'm not really sold on winning. It's not even about that. It's just you got to look at the team though. Tibbs stands for winning. Tibbs wants to win. I would love for the team to rebuild. So I get the whole crawl before you walk thing. It's just that if these are the moves that we made to quote unquote win now, it's just I don't know how much it is. I don't know if it's enough. I think it's far from enough. But like I said, I'm okay with it. It's like it is what it is at this point. If you're a Knicks fan, it is what it is. It's like it's not like we had any guys in pocket. I'm cool with Brunson. I'm cool with Hartenstein. I ain't expecting crazy. So, yeah, C isn't failing, and that's that, yo.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm at. CC plus something like that.
Yes, I mean they're probably not done, but they should be done because ain't nobody out there. I don't know, man.
Yeah, but are we a better team though? Are we a better team than last year? Yes.
Are we? I mean, yeah, we got a point guard. I mean, yeah. I suppose. I mean, I don't know. So I don't know, yo. Because we kind of have the same team. We shredded some guys off. We kind of have the same team right now.
We got rid of 3 players. We got rid of Kemba,
Burks,
and
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We got rid of Burks that was starting. I mean, but is Burks really a bad player? No, it's just he was out of position. I mean, I don't know, yeah.
Is Burks really a starter? No, you know what I'm saying? Like, so
no, he's not, and that's man. I really don't know. I mean, I'm assuming the starting. Well, never mind. I'm not even gonna talk about it.
It's addition by subtraction. So we got rid of those guys. You know what I'm saying? And everybody kind of just fell into place and to their natural positions that we brought in a point guard. So I mean, it's a win. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, I mean, Brunson.
It feels like bittersweet, right? It's like
yeah. Go ahead.
No, it feels like bittersweet. It's like on paper we got better, but there's still a lot of questions here.
Right, like established 1993 said Culley just say Brunson doesn't move the needle. It's not even about Brunson. It's just I don't know. I just feel like we need more. Like, what's the follow-up moves? Because the thing is, it's like okay, they tried to rectify what happened last year, right? They got rid of Peyton, they got rid of Bullock, they scrapped them for Fournier and Kemba, and now it's like you scrap Kemba, you didn't scrap Fournier yet, you scrapped Kemba for Brunson, he'll probably be more available. It seems like the team likes him, so he'll probably be more available than Kemba. But it's like you scrapped somebody for someone similar. I don't know. He's kind of similar to Kemba, so it's like you scrapped him for that. You paid him more, and Brunson's not even a bad player. It's just the expectations. I don't know. I don't have high expectations. So it's like you gotta. I don't know. We need more than this.
Yeah, I don't want to be this team that just like is settling for the play-in.
Right. Like, I'm not looking like come on, because if we're settling for the play-in, we might not even make that. And I want to know that this team, okay, we're gonna make the playoffs. I don't have that. I just don't have that confidence we making the playoffs.
Yeah, but I'm not worried about the front office as far as if we're like one piece away. I know they'll make that move at trade deadline to bring in that piece to get us over the hump. You know what I'm saying? Or if I'm saying, like we mentioned, D Rose, somebody wants D Rose at trade deadline, and we need another position. I feel like they would do that.
Yeah. Now that cut you off, so my bad. Now that makes sense because D Rose, yeah, if you want it to be mutual, yeah, if we're bad, let's just say hypothetically we're bad, teams have interest. Teams will probably push for a D Rose, or they even probably get them over the edge, and we'll probably make that move. I mean, we'll see. I don't know. I don't trust this team to get off any deal other than that at the deadline. I just don't trust them. They don't make deadline moves. They either make a move before the deadline, and that's it. I don't know.
It's just not that. We wanted the kids to play, and I feel like everybody's going to get their run this year. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, Grimes will get more minutes. You saw what Sims did.
Grimes definitely deserves. I think he deserves more minutes. It's not up to me. I think he played hard. He worked, so I'll give him. Quickly probably does deserve more.
Obi is still the question though, because
We didn't talk about Obi yet.
Julius is going to play a lot of minutes.
I'm not gonna lie. Not to cut you off again, because you made me think. If Obi does have, I don't know. I'm not saying he's gonna have a year. Well, because he's playing behind Julius likely if Julius is here. But if Obi could play the same as he played, at the end of those games, I'm not gonna say he would. But if he does, that does help a lot too. That movement, that constant movement of him on the pick and rolls. I mean, I don't know. I know he's very active. He doesn't sit still. There's a lot of times I see the Knicks sit still. We go on a drought, just non-scoring. Teams come back, they beat the shit out of us. I see it every time. Pardon my language, but so I don't know, man. I don't know. I will say if Obi's like last year though, that gives us a good shot too.
I hope Obi just comes back, just nasty, more physical, just trying to dunk on somebody, those types of things instead of just being, just with the flow and just kind of running around. I need him to be more aggressive out there. I'm saying flex the rim when you yam on somebody.
Mike boy, right? That's my problem. That's one of the problems. I think Julius gonna play. See, but if you play Julius at the 5, only thing that's good about Julius playing the 5 is him having the strength to probably guard some 5s, but
he's not protecting the rim though.
Not protecting the rim. He's not protecting the rim. I don't know. Some of this team, some of the success kind of hinges on if he's the main guy next season, then it kind of hinges on his attitude and his mindset. Part of that hinges on his mindset. It depends. It just depends. It's really the fit. That's what I'm saying. With the season he had last year, I'm worried. I'm not. I can only hope the best for him as far as coming into this season. Good player. He got in shape. He doesn't have the best IQ, but he's a good player. Squad, I don't know, man. I'm gonna keep saying it. I don't know. It's still a question mark.
But if that's the spacing, what Coach Color Blocks was saying, or Coach Brunson was saying, was that he wants spacing. That wouldn't be a bad move in spot minutes to put Julius at the 5 though. The only problem is though that Julius doesn't have that defense awareness to guard players if they're cutting and he has to play the weak side. I think he'll get in foul trouble in that way. But
that's an offensive standpoint though. I don't think Tibbs has that type of standpoint. He doesn't have that type of he's limited offensively. So I don't know. I really don't know with Tibbs.
I think by bringing Rick in, I'm saying he could talk to him, saying let him know what you need to switch it up again. I feel like nobody had any say so on the coaching staff last year. It was Tibbs' way or no way, and at least he got his boy that has history. I'm saying,
but I do think Woodson was able to come. I think he was able to talk to some guys.
Yeah, but once Woodson left, it was over with. That's what I'm kind of getting at.
Forget it. Yeah, it was definitely.
Yeah. That's when we made it to the play. It was with Woodson. Once Woodson was gone, Tibbs didn't have anybody else to kind of just, someone to tell you. You need somebody to tell you whether you're doing right or wrong. I'm saying kind of get that, that.
Yeah, I think Brunson he's pretty blunt in that aspect. He's gonna tell you what you're doing wrong. I don't know. That's just on the sideline. I mean, that helps, but I don't know, man. It's Brunson's dad. I mean, Brunson. I think he'll flourish too with his daddy here. I don't know. Forgot about that too. I didn't factor that into how his season could go, but you know what it is? It's also while every team, except for maybe the Knicks and maybe 2 other teams, while every team had their point guard and all they had to do was make small acquisitions and just get another piece to their puzzle, we just got point guard. We just got one, so it's kind of like we just caught up, but we're still it's like we caught up, but we're still behind. I'm just gonna be honest. We got Brunson. All right, cool. We got a point guard. We're still behind. We still got to put it together. We still got to put it together to fit. So it's I don't know. Like the Hawks had Trae Young for all these years. Pretty effing scary. They just got DeJounte Murray, and it's not like the Hawks was bad before DeJounte Murray. So I don't know.
Yeah, but that's it there. They're done. That's all their moves. I'm saying it's either championship or bust because they ain't, that's all their cap. I'm saying that's all their cap. That's all their future assets. They didn't give everything up, to go all in. So I mean, you're expected to be good at that point.
Yeah, but I mean, but my thing is, I mean, I don't know. Like it might be better than we think. Hawks might be better than we think. I don't know. They already have a point guard. I think all these years we needed a point guard. We could have been. So I don't know. I just feel like we just now catching up, and we might still be behind. But I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I'm just not. I just want to see more direction from the team. That's all.
It's a step though. It's a step in the right direction though. Finally,
it's a step.
We finally took a couple steps forward instead of always taking a step forward and moving 2 steps backwards. I'm saying. So,
right.
I'm right with that. All right, let's thank some cats in the chat, Culley, for rocking with us tonight.
Yeah, we want to thank Coach. Definitely want to thank Coach for pulling up, ADC for pulling up, man, showing love, rocking out with us. Being up here long enough. Shout out to my guys in the chat, man. All the guys that commented. JJ, Ralph Unreal, my man Julian Blum. I talk to him all the time. Fundamentals. Established 1993. What else we had in here? G. Robinson, Chef. Thank y'all for pulling up. Who else we had? Mike Boy, Reef Finesse, Elijah Moore, Knicks 100 a game, a GM, my fault. We thank y'all for pulling up, man, for tuning in for these 2 hours, almost 3 hours. Likely we'll see y'all next Thursday. I don't know where Freezy's at, but
All right. I'm gonna call. Are you done for the night, or I'm gonna call it in, or you want to keep going?
Freezy was coming on the panel. I'd stay on. I know he's at work. Do the Samuel salute, but yeah, I ain't gonna be on here just to be by myself. So,
Culley monologue.
Yeah, Culley monologue. I'm just tired. I would like to be on here by myself, though. I think I need some wine for that, but I don't know. You know what it is? I would be on here by myself, but I'm just not happy with it. I mean, I'm happy with the moves, but I'm not happy, man. I'm not excited. Put it like that. That's all. Culley, what's up with the mixtape? Yeah, I'm working on it, man. I was thinking about that today too. I got a lot of work to do, man. I clear up legal stuff with the music and all types
Gotta
of
get
stuff.
those samples clear.
Gotta get the samples clear. It's all business, yo. It's 90% business, 10% skill.
All right, y'all. Tune in next week, Knicks after party.
Salute my guys.
Yeah.